All right. So different different perspective here. Influencer style. Just wanted to use a different angle, play around with that, and of course, probably the audio is not coming through, but of course, we continue with our speed run. We made it to 1600 on Saturday, no, Friday night. Yeah, from Friday to Saturday, and let's get to it. So we're here slash chess player influencer angle. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. All right. Let me know if the audio is coming true. I want to say so. Let me actually monitor the outputs. I'm getting good at this. I'm getting very good at this. All right. There we go. Perfect. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I'm trying. Definitely trying. Let me get the music going. And here we go. Like always, let me know if the audio is okay. Music too loud. And it seems to be okay. There we go. Perfect. All right. So let's get to it. This account is right now at 1605. Let's see if we can make it to at least 2000 today. All right. Any questions? Audio is fine. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get to it then. Okay. What I've been doing lately is I'm leaving some time in the end to play you guys. We're here for that. But for the most part, I'm going to be trying to take this account higher and higher up to 2200 using mainly the strategic and positional concepts from the new chessable course. So let's see how that goes. And let me see if I can find my first opponent. We're playing 10-minute games. If things get tricky where I'm running out of time, we bring it up to 10+5, something like that. And first move is c4, English opening. We're playing a 1591. As you already know, I'm not following any specific opening. I'm just trying to play what you guys want me to play. You know that I play my Peers King's Indian defense against the world, but I want to make it more diverse. All right, for now, I'm just going to develop my pieces. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're having you had a great weekend. And time to get at it. Okay, so no particular order here, just trying to develop my pieces, castle, and attack the enemy king. Good morning, good morning. Okay, I'm already castled. All right, all I need to do is develop the other bishop, and then we see what happens. Perfect. For all we know so far, doubled pawns, isolated pawns, so that's strategic, very basic strategic concept. Let's ask, what are you going to do about this? And I like the idea of taking, but you know what? Let me ask the bishop to just leave completely, and then I'm going to go after it. Now, this is a tricky move because I'm inviting them to expose my king, but I think we will be fine. They're not fully developed. Oh man, should I take on g3? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It comes with a tempo on the rook. I get them another set of doubled pawns. And now I have two options. I could draw the bishop back with the idea of leaving them with, keeping the good bishop because my pawns are on dark squares. That's gonna be a good bishop. And then leaving them with the bad bishop. Or I could be like, let me take the knight. If they take back, knight versus bad bishop, I like that too. However, I don't want to help them improve their pawn structure. So let me go back. But where do I go back? Where do I go back to? I'm thinking if I go to e6, d4 is coming. Then I have to worry about d5 with a fork. So maybe I go all the way back to d7. Let me go all the way back to d7. What meeting, man? Cancel meetings, cancel everything. What do you mean? Priorities, please, priorities. Let me get this. Okay, this is good now. Perfect. Now, f5 is interesting, I have to say. I do need a plan, and honestly, I don't know what to do at this point. Should I play on the queen side? I don't know. Center, not even an option. My pawn structure in the center, my pawn chain is aiming at the king side. I should play there. So that's it. That's the plan. That's the plan. There we go. All right, so you're ahead of the game, my friend. f5 break, absolutely. You cannot have it all. Good morning, good morning. Andrew, what's going on? All right, so improve my pieces. I don't know what to do. Improve your pieces. You could go queen e7, or you could go queen d7. Let me go queen e7. I don't want any trouble. Next, I'm gonna double my rooks. That's all. Okay, we knew that was gonna happen. So let me hide the bishop. I like this diagonal better than this diagonal. There's a discovery coming, and they're attacking the pawn. How do we want to go about this? All right, I'm going to keep it very, very simple. b6 is going to create a very nasty pin on my rook, but I think I should be fine. I looked at it, and I could move the knight with a tempo, and then move the rook. I could play 4. This is hanging right now, so yeah, I get away with a tempo. I don't want to play 4 because they're going to pin that pawn on my queen. But this is interesting. Or just move the rook over. That's it. My knight, I understand it is on the rim. Nobody likes it, but it's temporary. No one is going to attack me anytime soon. No. All right, there we go. Double up the rooks. Yeah, I got away from this threat. I'm going to double up. I don't want to double up on the light squares because they have the light square bishop. There we go. I can always kick you out, by the way. This is not a weak square. We should know about weak squares by now. Hello, hello. Nice to see some friends from Twitch. This is mainly a YouTube channel, but... Oh, yeah. Everyone plays really well. Okay, well, this is a passed pawn right there. And not only a passed pawn, it blocks the bishop from going back. It keeps the knight from getting better. And c6 would trap their bishop. I could also play c6. They move. I get a free pawn. If I knew how to play chess, it would be so easy, right? But I'm not going to say no to this. Yeah, it's just that these pieces are not playing. This one is not playing. Something good has to come out of it. Honestly, I don't, but refresh my memory. If you beat me, I forgot about you immediately. There we go, there we go. Welcome to the club. Now we have the full picture. Sorry for promoting the courses, but now we have the whole thing. We got the opening for white, for black. We got middle game strategy. Do your tactics, and we are walking together, my friends. Okay, this is well defended. I don't know what the bishop is gonna do now. There we go. Look at this. All of our pieces are coordinated. They are on the king side. The moment we said pawn chain on the king side, everything happened there. My opponent's pieces, knight is not coordinated, not even active. These three are not really doing anything. And the bishop, I think, just got trapped. Yeah, that counts too. If I don't win, I forget about it. Immediately, that's it. Peace of mind is the only way to move forward. Now, you know, my daughter, she's 3.5, and she started to show interest. And, you know, she's like, let's play chess, but we just play a little bit and then she goes away. But yeah, at least just getting familiarized, just getting familiar with the vision of the board. But no pressure, no pressure. And hopefully not like me. Hopefully she plays good chess. All right, so we're up a piece. Now you know everything changes to simplify the game. I don't like this pin. So I'm going to move all the way. If I need to, I'm going to defend that bishop with a pawn. There's no pawn here to put pressure on it. I mean, this is a free pawn, but I don't want to get greedy. Okay, so queen f2, if I get here with a check, then this is checkmate. If I go queen f2 and they put a rook on f1, I could take this pawn. I just want to control this diagonal. This pawn is very well defended. Yeah, so this is what I'm calculating. We don't need to calculate much, but queen f6. If they go here, give me the pawn. Then they take on c6, I take with the knight. The queen takes on d6 because my pawn is going to be a weak pawn. But then queen d4, offering the trade of queens. That's all I want. If they let me, checkmate the king. If they don't, I simplify. Yeah, queen d2 is probably going to happen, but then fuck! There we go. Oh, we take this pawn, that's it. I just don't want complications on my king. We should be okay. Roberto, what's going on? Yeah, little details. The thing is that when you're heading material, when your pieces are coordinated, everything seems to be into place. It almost seems like you're lucky when you do the things right. Algeria, what's going on? What's going on? If they take here, we take back, unless you're talking about something else. No, you know we know how to handle that. If you have the chessable course, it's chapter 2. If you have reviewed the material on YouTube, lesson I want to say 70 or 70 I think, or 71. Yeah, rook e2 we have to consider, but that's rather a passive move. They're not really attacking my queen. So same thing, you could take this pawn, you could take this pawn. Nope, they're going away. They're going away. Okay. Queen f2, I cannot go wrong. That sounds like famous last words. I cannot go wrong with this. I only look at the check that they have, and it's controlled. And I'm threatening checkmate in two different ways. Like even if they go rook e2 right now, or queen e2, bishop g2 is checkmate. All I want is to make this rook passive. Nothing more. Then I continue bringing pieces. We should be okay. Actually, I don't want to forget about this. Probably take a moment to play c5 or pawn takes pawn. Of course, I'm seeing your message. All right, we already said it. Bishop g2. That's the end of it. And we got that one. Now I'm going to. Our friends at chess.com gave us the premium membership, so we get to see the whole thing. Like always, I'm just gonna scan through the game. I'm gonna brag about that 95.6 accuracy, of course, but then quick recap more than anything. Develop your pieces. I never played this as black. You know, I'll do my fianchetto thing. Ruin the pawn structure. Some people will say, well, but you gave up the bishop pair. I don't care. That's for people who know how to play chess. Castle, d6 just to develop my bishop. And then get out of here. This move, I gotta think about it. But I'm thinking, once the bishop goes back and I chase it, that's the end of it. Look, another opportunity to ruin the pawn structure. And then this could have been tricky. If I had taken, then they improve the pawn structure. Or they take with the bishop and they own the light squares. So that's the balance. That's where chess becomes complicated. To simplify blindly or to be careful. I want to say it's not a big deal if you had taken that. F5 had to be played, even though the computer is like, hey, you're a little bit worse in this position. There we go. And that's very important, by the way. I'm not saying I'm playing the best moves, but I'm comfortable with this. I know where I'm going. And that's sometimes more important than having the best position. So knight h2, improve my pieces. This move, nothing special. I just got to improve my queen. I know that much. Back to safety. There we go. Don't give them anything. Get out of here. Improve the rook. There we go. Happy to put my pieces on dark squares because they have a light square bishop. Little details. And that's it. Now the bishop is trapped. Bishop is trapped. Nothing more to do. And then checkmate. All right. So any questions? Talk to me. Talk to me. Before we go to the next game. Hello, hello, my friend. Nice to see you here. Yeah. At the end, I'm going to leave some time so that we can play some games. Definitely. Hey, let me put this here. Hey, what do you mean you finished work? Hey, Richard, I thought you were retired, man. What's going on? All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, I gotta close this. And I close this. Oh, I gotta update the score. And that will make it 76. Okay, not bad at all. There we go. So we're playing a 1599. Let's go for it. Okay, what do we play? What do we play? What do we play? White to play as white. Okay, let me go e4. First game as white. Let's keep it simple. Look, I have a hard stop. I have to teach a lesson at 1:30, so that gives us like 3 hours. That gives us like 3 hours. Okay, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c3. I'm gonna wait for you to tell me on this one. Vienna, or we'll look for something else. Okay, Vienna. I see it right there. Let's go. Bishop's opening. Okay, you know, you keep asking for that one. 2 openings I want to play today. The bishop's opening, you keep asking for it. One of my students, former students, actually plays it very well. As black, you keep asking, and I keep forgetting about the, what's this one, the animal name? The one that I like. The one that you do the fianqueros on both sides and you keep it very simple. The Hippo. Okay, the Hippo. There we go. Poinciani, we've been playing Poinciani. Absolutely. Not the cow. What is that? Do the second person to bring up the cow. Is that an opening? The Hippo. There you go. Thank you, mister. Now you could go. Now you could go. Now that you helped me with that, you can go. Okay, this we've had many videos on it. My very good friend, Michel Cotto, he has a new chessable course on it. Simple course, but good to have these lines in place. And I'm going to take. That's it. I don't want any complications. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I like it better. I like it better the way you say it. Richard was like Hippo. Oh, you said the same thing. Oh, but Richard was capitalized. I don't like it when it's capitalized. All right, so we castled. Now I gotta determine if I want d3 or d4. But before I do so, let me improve my rook with a tempo. At the end, I'm gonna leave some time to play you guys. Typically, when we do a live stream, that's what I do. I just play you. But because of what I'm trying to do with this account, I'm trying to do this speedrun all the way to 2200. I'm mainly just playing random people. Okay, I'm gonna keep it at d3. If they want to move this bishop, they gotta defend that pawn, and defending it with the rook would be automatically a loss of a piece because the rook will be pinned. We'll see. They don't care. Give me that. That's the thing. That's what I don't like. That's what I don't like about it. I've told you. There we go. Keep it consistently. Keep it consistently. There we go. All right. So I'm up a pawn already. And by the way, I know you might be thinking, especially after what I said in the last game, you might be thinking, hey, what about your rowing pawn structure? Well, as we know, there are benefits to it, such as the semi-open file that I just used. Now, this is a no-brainer. Give me that. Is it a no-brainer? Okay, I missed that one. Let me see, what was the question here? What do you play versus d4 and versus English? Well, if you know, if you're familiar with us, if you've been following this channel, I wish I was faster with this, then there you have it, my friend. That is counter blow. That's what we play against the world. One system against anything. Now, how do we go about this? My first instinct right here is to give my queen away. Give my queen away. Now, let me do the math. Let me do the math. Ta, ta, and ta. Okay, so you get my bishop. I'm going to have rook, rook, knight, knight. And then rook and bishop. I don't know about that. I could also just say, well done. You got a knight. I move away. You get my bishop. And I play f3. And you got to give me something. Okay, we have two candidate moves, two options. Let me calculate. Okay, let me remove you from here. Hey guys, I don't want to be annoying. We're not going to play until the very end. And maybe I don't even play you. So if you're here for that, it's not that kind of stream. Don't keep saying that because it's going to be a little bit annoying. I don't want to be mean. Keep the queen. Never heard of counter blow. What do you mean you never heard of counter blow? All right. Now, those of you who are new, basically, my YouTube channel is a course step-by-step where I teach you how to play chess from the ground up. But then openings, I share the openings that I've played since I was a beginner. And I still play it at the master level, which is this combo of the Pierce with the King's Indian defense. One system against the world. So you could go by the YouTube material, or you could just get the Chessable course, which is counter blow. And you let me know what you think. With that said, if I accept this and you take me and I take back and you take my bishop, again, rook, rook, knight, knight. I'm going to have a rook and a bishop versus queen. I might get another pawn. If I go queen d2, taking with over here doesn't matter. This is hanging. Okay. Queen d2, knight d2 check. I move out the way. If you move the knight, I move the bishop. So I'm up on exchange. If you take the bishop, I'm going to play f3. And when the bishop leaves, I get the knight. I mean, this is the way I have to do it, I think. There we go. We calculated, we tried it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we knew that much. I don't know. They're playing so fast that I think I'm missing something. And I think I know what it is that I'm missing. If I play f3, they go back. All right. So we're down a pawn. If I take... We're not in bad shape. Oh man, rook c7, hitting the rook. I just want to take care of this. f3 has to be the move, but I'm so afraid. Rook c7. I'm hitting the rook. Rook moves over. f3. Okay, let's pretend like we know what we're doing. Hello, hello. No, you know, I know who you're talking about. If I Google my name, we have... Is that Richard? No, there's Robert Ramirez, I think. One with my exact same name, who's the singer, popular singer. It has a lot of musical videos on YouTube. And there's Richard Ramirez, who's a different story, my friend. No, I don't think I'm related. I might be. I am not. I'll tell you in a moment why. If I take, and then I play f3, what are you going to do? What am I missing? Look, I'm not even, I cannot be related, because here's the thing. My last name, I don't really care about my last name. This is the story. I come from a very weird family. Okay, I get the bishop. And all I'm thinking now is same counting. Queen, queen, bishop, mano piece, rook versus knight. I'm up on exchange. Just don't mess this up. That's what I'm telling myself. There's back rank issues. I gotta be aware of that. For now, let me kick you out of here. Powerful knight, but that is not a weak square since we can control it with a pawn. My last name, here's the thing. My grandma on my dad's side, she had 10 kids. The first 5, the dad actually gave them their last name, but then he disappeared. I don't know what happened, but the last 5, which is where my dad fell, he got his mom's last name. So I should have a different last name. That's a long story short. And honestly, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care. When my wife and I got married, she was like, yeah, I'm going to change my last name to yours. And I was like, look, I don't mind if you want me to change my last name to yours. Couldn't care less. But yeah, let's see. Maybe I am related to Richard Ramirez. It depends on how this game goes. Okay, another knight. I don't need this in my life. Get out of here. There we go. I don't understand. Hello, hello. All right, keeping it clean. Okay, this is always a possibility. We don't need that. This is a pass pawn. All I need to do to win this game is push that baby. But if I push it, the knight comes back in. Now, don't give him anything. My rook is not so happy here. Let me look for an open file so that I can penetrate. Or even better, if I could trade queens, peace of mind. I'm doing great. How are you? Play on. Okay. You got my email all over the place. You could go to the YouTube channel. You could go to my website and just shoot me an email. That's the easiest way. All right. All I'm looking for is simplification. If I trade my queen for the queen, my bishop for one of the knights, it's a very easy endgame where no one is going to drive me crazy. And that's what I want. Yeah, they know that. Now, on the other hand, they want to come in here with the knights and the queen and complicate the game. Smart. Smart, smart, smart. Okay. I want to offer the trade. I don't want him to come in here. How do I go about this? Queen b5. This is gonna be so annoying, and I don't need that. I'm not gonna be losing, but I don't need that in my life. If I knew what to do. Okay, let me do. I don't know what to do, so I think, what can I improve? I don't like you here. Okay. Oh, this is hanging too. Let me defend this pawn. That way it's not hanging. Let's see what he's gonna do. I have a plan, but I don't need to get ahead of myself. I am originally from Cuba. First opening to master, everyone says e4, e5, right? It's illogical. It's an open game, so you get exposure to these open positions. But I never did that. I started late, so I just went straight to my peer's defense, and I've played that against the world. Okay, I cannot let them provoke me. I'm taking too long here, and I'm not liking it. Okay. Gotta be careful with the fork. I should have played queen c2. That is gonna be the exit square for the king. Cheap trick, but it is what it is. Okay, this is not going well. Okay, this is just a no-brainer. Push, push, push. That's it. We do have a plan. We do have a plan, just push. I know this is going to be a target, so I better be ready for it. Yep. I know that's going to be a target. But now that we took care of it, we push. Now, simplification should be the top priority. Eliminate that knight. But I don't know. I don't want to expose my king. I don't want to get checkmated. I just don't want to get checkmated. If they take the pawn with the queen, that would be a dream because I simplify. Even if they get the pawn for free, I just want to get this crazy lady out of here. If they don't, then you're pinned. Oh, okay. Where are you going? I got a brand new pass pawn. I'm getting low on time. I have no increment, but I have a clear plan. So long I don't blunder this. Okay, don't blunder. Too many hanging pieces. I'm not. Okay. Where are you going with that? Okay, they blundered the knight, but they're coming with this probably. I don't think it matters. Okay, regroup. Don't get checkmated now. Wait. Hold on a sec. Why am I freaking out? Okay, this is where they're gonna do the check. Control that. You're fine. I'm hitting this too. Man. Oh, you got the rook? Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I want to control this check. I'm playing this so bad. Okay, check. Check. Ah, this is what I wanted. That's it. Queen's crazy lady gone. Easy game now. Ah. That's it. Yeah, we don't need much time now to finish this, right? Go back to the basics. Queen and king checkmate. Cut off the king. All right. That's it. Woo! All right, so interesting game indeed. Let me go back. Even this horrible technique of mine to finish it is great. It's very realistic. So let's talk about very realistic. Talk about this. Once I play this, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to checkmate the king. I just want to get rid of this crazy lady. They blundered, but if they had taken, I trust you can win this with the extra bishop, right? Now, going back, quick scan like always from the beginning. Let me see. Yeah, just developing my pieces. Here I say thank you, my pawn structure is bad, but this would be a disaster in the end game. In the middle game where I have pieces, I could use these open streets, open roads to attack. Now, give me that. I'm not even going to leave this here, this tension. Nope, get rid of it. Castle, and then the rook goes to b1. There we go. Free pawn, simplification. I missed this move, I did not even consider it. Okay, we ended up being up material, but then this is what happens to a lot of us. It hadn't happened to me in a while. We're winning and then we tangle ourselves and we end up losing on time or something else. I think this was great, pushing the pieces back. Look for an open file, try to trade. My opponent did a great job at keeping the queen on the board. There we go. And then just push the pawn. This should have been an easy game if they hadn't complicated it like they did. So congrats to my opponent. I guess this would have been pretty cool, but I don't want to be worrying about my king and the checks, right? There we go. Give me that. The moment I take this pawn, I'm thinking brand new pass pawn. It's just push, push, push. There you go. I almost freaked out here and got checkmated. So many times that has happened. And by the way, this is what I meant. Let's say I had done something like this. Check. If I go down, then check. I got a block with the queen and then check maybe. I know I could have gotten out, but long time, I don't want to even have to think about it. So offer the trade, control that check. That's it. This is completely winning. And there we go. That's it. All right. Any questions? Any criticism? You're welcome. And we're going to the next game. Let me actually update the score. So that would be 7-7 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Nope, I did not forget you. Let me put you over here. I'm doing great. How are you? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Was d4 the move at what point? Be more specific. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We did get lucky there, but we got it. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, thank you. And yes, we are back. We're back. We've been back for a while. So there we go. I am stressing. Sounds familiar? I don't care who you are. It's gonna get to you. It's gonna get to you. All right, let's go to the next one. And when I hit play. Okay, so you wanted, someone said the bird opening. You know, that's my tournament play. Now, what I have prepared is take, and white is automatically winning. Now, this is a disaster. It shouldn't happen. All right. This is why I don't play the bird, because people go crazy. People just freak out. Now, just because I want to brag about it, I'm going to pull up the game review just to see that 100%. Come on, tell me this is a 100% game. It's 3 moves. Come on. Come on. What? Accuracy 200%? No, 100%. Okay. I should stop doing this. Okay, let's go to the next one. New 10. And as much as I don't wanna, I'm gonna take that win and update my score. Okay, what opening do we play as black? Oh, we gotta play the Hippo at least once. First, we change this to 78. Exactly. Those games that you play in private against Roberto, I know. Okay, so this is looking, in case you have no idea about this, I have played it in tournament play, like classical tournament. And this is right now the modern defense. It's very close to what I play in counter blow, but they don't have the knight on f6. Now, for the Hippo, you're basically saying, I'm going to adopt this very defensive bunker and let my opponent bangs his head against it. And when I'm ready, I'm going to counterattack. I like it a lot. I know people don't like it, but I do. So I'm going to go e6. The first 10 moves should be automatic. There we go. Yes, absolutely. Any opening you ask for, we're going to play it today. The bishop's opening, you asked for it, I gotta play it. By the way, we're playing a 1637 player from Morocco. Morocco, I was so close to visiting you in September. We were that close, but we were with the kids and we're like, should we go? All right. Here you have 2 choices. You could simply castle, you will be fine. Or you could castle by foot. The most important thing to understand here is no one is coming through. If they come through, they're going to create weaknesses. Like if they push here, they create a weakness on d5. If they push here, then they open the diagonal. So we could be here taking our sweet time, and you're going to see sometimes plans like this. Don't freak out. It's part of it. Just to show you, I don't want to come across as I'm disrespecting anyone, but just to show you what this is about. Being patient. And then you got to pay attention to where you want to break. You want to break on c5. It becomes a Sicilian defense, you want it or not. You could break on d5 and it becomes a French defense, you want it or not. And then if you play e5, it could get into King's Indian defense style or territory. And that's why I like it so much, because you get exposure to so many pawn structures and plans and so on. There we go. At the end, this live stream is a little bit different. All right, look at this. They don't even know what to do. I bet they don't really know what to do. Now, this is a question for you. I got 8 minutes left. I'm going to take a minute to let you decide what we're going to do next. Are we going to play c5? Are we going to play d5, e5, or f5? Those are the typical breaks. Or we could keep it the way it is and bring the knight over and provoke that pawn push. This is how pawns want to be, next to each other, shoulder to shoulder. I apologize if you already got the strategy course, the chessable course. That's all I talk about there, and I repeat it 2,000 times. If they break that formation, that's when we come in. Let's see what you guys want to do. Break with c5, Sicilian style, and the other side where your king is. I like that one. e5, a little bit tricky, but I like it. f5 is, I like it too, but the bishop is on the same diagonal as my king. I think we should be fine, but c5, Jefferson, what's going on? We're gonna get that too. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. D5, very interesting indeed. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let me think about this. C5, pawn takes, D5. I like that. D5, pawn takes, E5. E5, they could even play F5. I'm between F5 and C5. We're gonna look with the engine after to see what they recommend. If we play F5, pawn takes, we could even take with the knight. That's actually pretty nice. Or we could take with the pawn. Knight F6, I like it too. F5 would crush the king side. A5, I like it too. Man, F5 or C5? C5, I think most people have said C5. So Charlie 5 it is. Plus, it feels good to leave this pretty safe for now. Plus, hey, Jefferson said C5, so we're gonna go with him. Okay, guide me again. B pawn or D pawn? No, but they could keep it closed, by the way. If you go A5, they could just play B5. No worries. By the way, we could do multiple breaks. I think the word that they use, I never pronounce it right, is a pawn thrust or something like that. That's what I see in books. B. It has to be B. If I take with D, they push and they get a pass pawn. Not a big deal, but I don't want it. Ah, come on, Jefferson. Okay, I'm gonna take again. Okay, good. This, believe it or not, is a protected pass pawn. Right now, nothing I can do with it, but in an endgame, that's already pretty good. Hello, baby. F5. F5 is pretty interesting. I'm gonna play F5 just because this pawn in the center is gonna be weak. Remember these pawns that they had? So nice, so powerful. Now that we crushed those pawns, they're gonna be left with weaknesses. And that's the hyper-modern approach. We let them build a beautiful center only to kamikaze, basically, that center. Now, this is isolated. We got a protected pass pawn. We got isolated pawns ourselves, but nice bishop, nice file. I think I got it. Singh, if that's the last name you put, I got you. Oh yeah, now, do we know what to do with it? That's a different story. This knight, I'm not so sure where it's going. Oh, maybe here. Now, I could go knight b6. I have to go knight b6. This knight is controlled. It cannot go anywhere. Let's get the queen. I wanted to go queen f6, but I'm leaving. I really want to get this pawn. I'm sorry, it's me. Hey, it's me. Queen g8, a little bit weird. So I'm going to go here. I could also jump to these squares. Queen d7 in case they attack the pawn. I know they're going to put pressure on my pawn, so I'm going to have to play queen d7. Okay, today, this stream has been going on for 44 minutes. Not much, not long. Richard, it's only when you're here. Typically I behave, but when you're here, I don't know what to do. I get hungry. You might be right. I am seeing your comments. All of your comments. Okay, this is a free pawn. You see, things start to collapse now. Give me that. It comes with a tempo, so I'm going to relax. By the way, I want to say, I understand all of you who don't like to play like this. Like, you got to be very passive for a while before you can strike. But it could be cool. Okay. This would be a very nice pin. I would love to do something along this diagonal. But I'm going to keep it very simple and pin that bishop. That's all I'm doing. It is. But if you stay cool, like, look at this move. I'm thinking, it's just like, I always say the same thing. It's just a queen. The queen by itself is not going to checkmate me. If it were the queen and then knight and bishop nearby, yes, but not in this case. All I'm thinking now is the only checks you have are covered. This is going to be a disaster now. I don't even know how this ends, but I like it. Now, how do we take with? Check or take with the knight and we have a discovery. I think either one is okay. I already, okay, wait. If I do this, there's a check. I hide. You don't have any more checks. And again, because it is the queen and the queen only, I'm not going to freak out about it. If these pieces were around my king, I'll be freaking out. Ooh, congrats. Congrats, congrats. Now adjust and expect going down a little bit again until you adjust and you finally break through and never look back. Okay, that check, it's okay. For all we know, we're up 4 points. Ah, you moved. What about this, my friend? What about this? What about love? Now, before I drop the queen, I'm going to look around. I don't want to blunder the queen. I've done it too many times already. In the end, guys, in the end, absolutely, at the end. Okay, queen here. Do you have any checks? You don't. These guys are on the other side of the board. No one is going to checkmate me. There has to be something here. I could bring the rook over. Yeah, I think this is... Okay, wait. Here's the thing. If I'm playing Magnus Carlsen in this game, I'll take this pawn with check, simplify everything. And Magnus, let's go for another 20 moves, but I'm not losing this, my friend. In this game, I think this is the end. That's it. It's going to be 4 attackers against that king. There's no way they survive it. No, I did not miss the fork. What do you mean I missed the fork? I missed the fork? How? Wait. I go here. I cannot go to h4. Now I can go to h4, but it's their turn and they took... It's check. I cannot do this. Check. I cannot do this. Wait. They moved over. No, hold on. Knight h4. That's not a fork. What am I missing? What am I missing? Okay, so they're saying, if you take my queen, I take your queen. Now, I could just get out of it with a check and then take your queen. Is there any checkmates? Worst case scenario, I get a rook and then I get your queen for free. But nah, this is it. Only move. I look around because I might have checkmates. If this knight were not there, I could do checkmate. But let me stop pretending and just get the queen. That's it. Hey, no, welcome to the club. That's all I can say. All right, this is it. Checkmate, protected by the knight and protected by the bishop. Also, knight e2 should be checkmate. Also, rook g5 should be checkmate. It's just too many pieces. Is this checkmate? No. Okay. Yeah, that's checkmate. Woof. All right, we get that one. We did get that one. Now, I'm going to take a look at the game review. Yeah, they had to be checkmate there with so many pieces. Absolutely. Okay, so we got 84% accuracy. Let me take a look at the breaking part. By the way, again, if you just joined, this is not me trying to be disrespectful. It's just to show you the philosophy behind these hyper-modern openings. There we go. Another thing is computers, modern computers, they love space. So they prefer the white pieces. But if you understand the plans, if you know what you're looking for, you should be okay. C4. Now, okay, this is the point. This is the point I wanted to get to. What are you saying, computer? Wait until you see the tables turn. We're getting to that point. Okay. I cannot stress this enough. Computer is saying +1 for white, but they gotta prove it. Okay, they're saying rook e8, rook f8, and the only pawn break the computer recommends right now is c5. Understandable. We're not messing around with our king. We're striking the center later. Pay attention to how all of this collapsed the moment we started playing c5. B pawn, absolutely. I'm not a fan of this. Pass pawn, even if you take, this is going to be a pass pawn. There we go. F5 now. So we got this one right. There we go. There we go. Notice how this knight came to B3, but there's no future for that knight. This knight came over to the king side, and there are so many nice squares for it. Knight D2, give me that. Everything collapsed. There we go. There we go. That's it. That's it. And we got the checkmate. All right. Let me go to the next game. Let me first update the... I cannot update like this. Where's the score? The score is supposed to be now 7-9. And then we hit start. Right. Okay, what do we play? What do we play? We already played the Hippo. Sicilian. Someone says Sicilian defense. Let's do it. This is just a MacBook. It's just a MacBook, but I have it connected to this monitor, to a big monitor. Finally, I've been struggling with small monitors. Slowly, I'm getting a little bit more comfortable here. It's been a long way, guys, long way. Okay, so this cannot be right. I don't play the Sicilian, so I don't really know what to do, but I know enough chess to know that it should be about developing my pieces quickly at the expense of that queen. Stonewall with black, you mean the dodge. Stonewall in the dodge, I got it. Okay, you had mentioned the dragon or the hyper accelerated dragon. All of them involve G6, so let's go for it. Gotta be careful with this. Okay, that's a good question. I am not, my YouTube channel is more about creating educational content in order so that we all can digest it. But I digest. I stream from time to time. With that said, I want to stream more. I want to do it more. I can back at it full. I don't know if I already told you this, guys, but all of this time that I've been creating content, I never did it. Like I did it to, if you saw video 100, where it was basically like an interview to myself, I always said it, the YouTube channel like 5 years ago, the idea was to leave something behind. I was like, let me do something and walk away from chess. And for the first time, even though I make a living out of chess, and this is the main thing in my life, not the main thing, but when it comes to professional life, this is what it is. I think this is the first time that I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is what you're doing. Just go 100%. So this is the first time that I'm like, okay, let me focus on chess 100%. Believe it or not, I know it sounds silly, but that's how it is. So yeah, I'm back. I want to stream more. I want to create more content. There are other projects that I have in the works. We'll see when we finish them. Not to mention that I said already, I want to start playing tournaments too. I have a tournament in 2 weeks. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe, not maybe, we're going to go for that next title too. Okay, 94 is always in the air, and then you play d5, but we're not ready for that tactic. Bishop e6, interesting. This bishop is here hanging, and I want to leave it there. See if I could do it, if I could do a tactic on it. E6, I don't want to play it because this 6 becomes weak. I want a pawn to defend that pawn. Maybe I go queen b6. This is what happens when you don't play these openings. You know what? Let me just develop my pieces. I don't know what to do. Which of my pieces can I improve? The bishop. That's it. All right. Rook to the open file. I'm improving my pieces. Because my pawn chain is aiming at the queen side, I should be playing there. Queen goes to the queen side. Bishop aiming at the queen side. Now, there has to be something. Well, the idea with that is simply that it's a very active bishop. They put it here not because they're gonna do anything next, but it's just in a very good scope. Think of a sniper. You tell him, hey, get on that hill and just stay there. We might need you. And that's the kind of bishop that if they hide it back here, we all forget about it. And of course, if we have reviewed Bobby Fischer's games, there are those sacrifices that you have to be aware of. Now, where can I move this horsey so that I do a discovery? Can I even do that right now? Oh man, I wanna. If I knew what to do. How about bringing this knight around to the queen side? It's just that the beginner in me wants to do something about that. Yeah, knight b4 is interesting because you mess their pawn structure. But what if they just go back? You're gonna feel weird if that happens. You know what? Sometimes you just gotta. Oh, I cannot forget about this. This is gonna. You see, I don't know what to do. I could just improve my queen to a5. Let me improve my pieces. Keep it simple. I don't know what to do. Improve my pieces. '94. I don't know, man. That's for people who know how to play chess. I'm here just trying to stay alive. That's it. I don't know about the talents. I'm with you guys. I started learning this late and I know the struggles. I remember them vividly because I started late. It's not like people who learn when they're little kids that don't even remember. They're having fun and they just get it. But definitely chess improvement shouldn't be that difficult. Unless you're jumping around in circles, it shouldn't be that difficult. And of course, assuming you're enjoying this. Let me come over. There we go. Hey, I saw a name here that I recognized. I did. I saw this one. I'm like, I recognize that name. Let me look for your hello. I didn't. Okay, there you go. I gotta show you something, by the way. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. One of my students, actually, he's like, you should do like a YouTube series where you're like showing us your preparation, how you're training for it. So maybe I do. Okay. What's going on here? Nope. Okay, 94 has to be 95 has to. I wanted a cooler where this not attack something else, but due to my lack of creativity, I'm just gonna have to play 95. Man, I could do something around this. Tempo on the bishop. By the way, as I'm playing this, I want to be very careful. My queen could be getting trapped at some point. Gotta be careful with that. I was thinking if the bishop goes back here, I was gonna go bishop takes pawn, pawn takes, queen takes, and we checkmate this baby. We have a lot of pieces coming. Even the rook could be coming over and help. It's all about that ratio, attackers and defenders. Did I get my queen trapped? Queen h4. Bishop g5. I'm gonna have to play 94. We'll see. Yeah, you're right. Rook takes e3 was probably... I never had the time. We'll see. This might be the second loss in the entire thing. Yeah, that's coming. What if I go here? Cha. I think we're gonna get away with this. I feel bad promoting my own course, but the new Chessable course, the reason why we're doing this stream, that's all I know. And that's why I keep recommending that. That's it. Once you learn what's there, which is not much, we are on the same boat. Okay, how do we take this guy? That's it. And then I guess I could run somewhere. Okay, we're up a piece now. We continue with the attacking ideas. And we're up a piece, so even cooler. What about this? Okay, that's... Oh, man. What about this? Let me go back to safety. Knight c4 should be the better move, but... Yeah. I was gonna just move the knight here, and if they take, my queen is supporting the bishop d4 move. Yeah, that was probably it. Again, I'm working with what I have, which isn't much. Now, this is in the air. They couldn't care less. Every time you move a pawn, you create weaknesses. They pushed f4, this lights up, and that's the end of it. Not to sound like I'm bragging about this game, but all we did was, whenever we didn't know what to do, what piece can I improve? What piece can I improve? But of course, your tactics are always going to be there. Strategy and positional chess will push you in the right conditions to execute the tactics, but you need to be able to find them. Yeah, I'm not even going to get fancy. We remove everything. Let me improve this bishop. Oh, no, wait. You know what? It's a free pawn. How can I not take it? I could pin the rook, but I'm going to do it from here. I don't want to get too close. I almost lost my queen. I would just simplify everything. That's it. I know I'm giving the rook for the knight, but I just want simplicity. Hey, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. You mean that you know you're Sicilian? I don't. I just, I stick to my things. Okay, improve with a tempo, with a check. It's a no-brainer. Don't give them anything. Don't let them improve the rook. Don't let them grab pawns. Nothing. Bishop, minor piece, rook. We have essentially a queen versus a rook. That's it. Now, someone is going to block. And now that I'm winning by so much, I'm going to trade everything because I know how to win this. That's it. That's it. Simplification. Give me that. And then get a pawn pushed to the end. You could do this in so many different ways. Way more efficiently, but this is what I do. Welcome. Asmola, I recognize that. I think you were in the Coach Champs event. Great games, by the way. All I play, in case you're new, and I apologize to those of you who have been following for a long time. I guess 90% of the chat can tell you what I play. I gotta get better at this. Now I have to look for my little... Where are you, little? Here we go. So this is my baby. This is what I have always played as black, which is a mix of the King's Indian defense and the Pierce defense. So we did a chessable course on it. We call it Counter Blow. And it's just what I play. People often tell me, is this it? Yes, that's all I do. I played against the world and it's worked for me. I'm not saying it's great. You don't know how many people, like I have this friend. I think I've told you this story before, but I have this friend. He came from Cuba not long ago. All right, so we got this one. Quick recap before we put it away. You asked me, today I'm playing the opening, so you're asking me to play. So you asked for a dragon. It was not exactly it, but we got the fianchetto element. I got to this point that I don't know what to do, so I'm just improving my pieces, castle. And then right here, again, I don't know what to do, so I ask myself, regardless of the opening, what piece can I improve? The bishop. Then you determine what do you want. I was keeping it simple. Improve the rook. Pawn chain in the center is telling me play on the queen side because you have more space. Then I transfer the queen over to the h5. 95, tempo on the bishop. I have to say, I did not consider this move. I was feeling like my queen is getting trapped, but I figured g4 would be the way to go for it, and I take the pawn. So I'm like, I have at least 2 more moves to figure out my exit. And then boom! Luckily, I had knight takes e4. If they take, we take on d2. But I did not anticipate this. That's it. Once you add material, it's just simplify the game. Once more, you don't have to do this, but I'm happy to give you my queen just to forget about any complications. That's it. I know how to win this. That's it. All right. So where's my, I always forget the name. Well, this is for you, my friend. I created this for you. I'm getting better with technology. Different angle. Different angle for you. And now let me go back to update the score. Let me go to the next game. Let me know what you want me to play, by the way. This is win number 80. 1 loss, 1 draw. We've gotten lucky after all. All right, new one. Thank you, thank you. We're getting there. We're getting closer to the truth. I'm always skinny. I'm sorry, but I'll have something for you. I have something for you. Where's my opponent? There we go. What do we play? Where's the guy who called me skinny? How do I do this? Okay, I gotta take a moment here. Let me see if I can. Now, this is not that I'm bragging about, it's just this is who I am. Like always, I'm just skinny. I eat anything. And I'm very, what's the word? Toned. But it's just the way it is. It's just the only way for me to gain weight. Let me play the Pierce, my counter blow. The only way I gain weight, by the way, is if I work out. If I go to the gym and I work out, I put on some muscle. But otherwise, I go back to this. It's always the same weight. I could be 3 years eating whatever I want or not eating. I'm always here unless I do that. Like I'm trying to be more mindful of what I eat, like eating healthier, because I know it's gonna catch up with me. But if I just go by the weight thing, I wouldn't care. Like if I could, I would eat hamburgers and soda all day. I'm okay with that. But I know it's not good. So you have me here eating with extra virgin olive oil and things like that. Bum, bum, bum. Where are you? I gotta remove that little thing that is up there. Okay, you're gone. Bring him, put him on the board. Put him on the board. Okay, so I'm doing my thing. This is, by the way, this is what I play against the world. Now, there's always this tactic that we know already by heart. I'm gonna castle first, and if they stay there, that's it. Yeah, of course, I gotta do that. I gotta play the Alekhine, Alekhine. If e5, by the way, let me start pushing you to Chessable, to the course. Here on YouTube, lesson number 69, we have actually an entire playlist on this opening. If they push e5, that's what we want. You saw the other game with the, keep forgetting the name of that animal. What is it? The hippo. We want them to push against us. Every time you push a pawn in chess, you create weaknesses, and that's what we want them to do. I'll show you in a moment after what happens if they play e5. Okay, for all I know, they opened my rook, so thank you. This move means nothing unless they have 25 pieces around my king. Their king is still in the center. So the question becomes, can I develop before they get to us? I could play d5. Oh no, this is coming here. Okay. Okay, h6. I don't want anyone coming into my camp. I'll tell you in a moment. Let me see. Hey, you're right. You're probably right. But I'm more. It's just I don't like going to the gym. I'm gonna show you a video after if I can. I did sign up and I started going, and then I'm like, oh man, going to the gym. But I have to do something. Okay, let me improve with a tempo. Now, this is clear. They're gonna go to the queen side. And then it's gonna be a crazy attack on this side. We should be attacking them too. Oh, they don't care about anything. Let me do this. Now, very important, they don't have a light square bishop. We took it, so now I'm not concerned about these diagonals or anything like that. Okay, so someone asked, how would you prepare for my national tournament? I am preparing for a tournament. It's not yours, but it's a tournament. What do we do here? We gotta take, I guess, or maybe we don't take. Okay, hold on. I like this. Let me bring the queen over. See, everyone going for the king. I'm preparing for a tournament. All I'm doing is I'm doing my tactics regularly, like quick tactics. And I've shown you so many resources to do those, but tactics. I have the Gold Code books that I always recommend, which put me in that tournament play mindset where the guy's just showing you games, top grandmaster games, and he's telling you in this position, calculate how would you complicate, how would you defend, how would you do this. And then I put the timer 7 minutes, I work on it, and even if I get it wrong, which is most of the time, I'm calculating. I review my openings. Now that I have like 2 weeks to go, I brush up on my counter blow, my bird opening for white, believe it or not, and play some practice games. That's it. The day before the tournament, I don't like to do anything. Just watch a movie, be with the kids, forget about chess, and then go fresh. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Keep bringing pieces. I don't care if they take this pawn. I'm not even going to take it back. I just want everybody attacking the king. Okay, take. A little bit counterintuitive because I'm giving up my light square bishop. But this is now really good. Now, take with the knight. Or take with the pawn. It's a tempo. I get to open up again. Why would you play Carlsen? Let me take with the pawn. Guys, honestly, don't even be here if you are here to play with me, because we might not play. Like I want to leave like 30 minutes or an hour at the end, but even if I do, there's so many of you that I won't be able to play with all of you. If you're here, do it so that you are hopefully learning something, but that might not happen. Okay. All right, bishop back. Because I'm up a pawn, I'm thinking I'm happy to simplify the game, okay? So I'm gonna try to checkmate you, but if I could simplify, even that works too. All right. Ship trick, I mean, it's difficult not to go for it, because then with my bishop and my queen, I could play d3, hitting this queen and checkmate. That's the beginner in me wanting to do that. Queen a4, then I could go knight to b4, rook to c8. But let's try this. Yeah, I was saying earlier that I want to, now that I'm back and I'm serious about it, I want to go for that next title. And not only FN, I am. Let's see. Well, I don't know about depth. That part, I don't know. But definitely what I know, I keep repeating it 25,000 times. Hopefully you guys pick something. d4 is still so attractive. 95 would be a monster of a, of a move, and then d3. But I mean, this is just so attractive too. If I open up my rook and I open up the bishop, which I can, there could be a checkmate. No one is coming for me right now. I know you could pin me, but I already saw I could defend myself. The good thing is that they are not fully developed. So as long as I keep putting pressure, I should be okay. Okay, we open tap. I'm not even calculating. There has to be something. Open up lines, and there has to be something. If the queen takes, we got this game. Queen didn't take. They also know how to play chess. Okay. What if I go here, my friend? It has to be something. Okay. I got 2 attackers. I already see something like this and then rook a1, but this knight needs to be gone. Okay, I'm gonna gain a tempo on the queen, defend the rook so that I can move out the way. I don't like to be pinned. I played around with it, but not so much. Knight b4 may be better. I'm just trying to keep it safe. I don't need to get crazy. I don't need to get creative. That's exactly how I complicate myself. Don't give him anything. Okay, get out of here. Look around. Make sure you're not hanging anything. Just look around. I don't like you, queen. I don't like you, hot dog, man. There's some knight c4 too. Knight f3 would be great, actually. I don't like the back rank being weak. It's so annoying. I've been there so many times. Okay, I do this. You go here. I go knight f3. This is a silly check. I move out the way. I'm not feeling right about leaving the back rank. If I lose because of the back rank, I said so. I'm not sure if this is, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if this is a scam or what is this? Like, boom, family. Okay, family. Okay, I get it now. Welcome aboard anyways. Knight f3. This is the one thing I don't like. But I'm thinking, if that knight leaves, there's a tactic. If besides that, I'm making progress. If I eliminate the bishop, this could be hanging. I'm not concerned about the queen by itself. It's just the queen. Oh, what did I do? I played too fast. I didn't have to do that. I should have played rook e5. Okay, doesn't matter. I'm gonna block here. But that was an impulsive move. That wasn't cool. Is this knight going to move? Come at me, baby. Queen b3 and rook a1. Okay, knight d5, queen b3. What if they don't take me? That's mate, right? Now, they don't have to take me, so what do we do in that case? This is exactly how you don't play chess. That was hope chess. I was hoping they would do that. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool, not cool, not cool. Hey, what's going on? All right, let me recap here before we do anything else. What did we do? What did we learn? So we're doing our counter blow. Okay, someone asked, what if they play 5? This is the dream. If you have been following me even for 3 days, you should know that. We just take, and now they have to either lose the right to castle, to which we continue by collecting something, or they take with the knight, passive knight, look at those pieces, and our knight could simply go to the center anywhere you want. We're heading development. That pawn is going to be a target sooner or later. We're fine. All right. In the actual game, we have, just being very careful. Don't let them get into your territory. h5, I don't want to open up. One of my students, Adam, he calls this opening the kimono. You don't open the kimono because everybody will come crashing. And then 25 pieces around the king. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be painful. So instead, we just went h6, g5, keep it locked, develop quickly with a tempo, open up lines towards the queen side, and then everyone go in there. You see, what I didn't want them to do to me, I'm trying to do it to them. Opposite side castling, it's crazy like that. You want it or not. Bring more pieces. Maybe I shouldn't have taken, but again, I wanted to not lose the tempo there and collect on d4. Queen b6. There we go. Everyone trying to open up lines. If my bazooka, my cannon, my rook opens up, it's just too much. Queen c4. Now, let me activate the engine here. What should I have played it at this point? Now, as you can see, we are winning by we're winning by 377. A4 was a better move. Okay, we got that. And then take D3. It's not great, but not bad. 95 was played. Rook A5, not great, we're still winning. Knight F3 was the best move. And then Rook E5. I had thought of that move, but I play mechanically. And now Bishop F6 is the only one that saves us. Yeah, mistake. We got that. If they had gone to C1, I guess Rook C5, right? Yeah, Rook C5. And we just take everything. We could say we got lucky here. We definitely got lucky. All right, let me go to the next one. I gotta update the score. And okay, what do we play against D4? Benoni, King's Indian, D5. What do we play? Okay, let me play Knight F6 in the meantime. What did I do? Okay, we're good. Dodge! Now that I played that F6. Okay, next time, King's Indian. Okay, let's play your King's Indian. My King's Indian. You know that I like to start with D6. Okay, dodge. Next time I don't have to ask, we'll play the dodge. You got it. I'm gonna pretend like I know the dodge. By the way, let me know, is the audio coming through okay? Is it delayed? Is the music too loud? There we go. I'm gonna bring you back to my same thing, which is counter blow against the world. Let me play D6. With this bishop on G5, I don't want to castle so early because they might go with this crazy attack. And we know, you know how we handle that. Counter blow, get bigger here. Okay, so this is all we know as black, and we play it against the world. Time to castle. Are you gonna do this now? I know my customers. Now, let me see if anyone here knows the move that we have to play next. I'll give you a minute. In the meantime, I catch up on the messages. Welcome aboard. Thank you. You see, I don't know what the semi-overback is. I know the overback, and we have a video on YouTube about it. We have a chapter in the chessable course, the counter blow. And we just do the same thing we're gonna do here, assuming someone knows what it is. Oh no. Why are you guys saying Rook E8? Why are you guys Rook E8? Ernest, thank you for saving us. C6, guys. Any indication of crazy attack on my king, I'm gonna insert C6. Actually, C6 goes well with anything. It's like the color black. It goes well with anything. In the course, I told you we have this setup and then a few tools, which are plans, and then you pick the one you want. Nothing wrong with going Bishop G4, one of the plans. Rook E8, I don't know. Knight B to D7, I accept it. But I'm going to go with C6. This, I'm never going to take to help the queen get closer. If they want, they got to take me, king replaces it, and the queen never comes closer. Now, I got to start creating something on the other side, because this king is probably going to come here. If it doesn't, it's going to stay in the center. Now, this is coming probably. Okay. You're definitely way more advanced than I am. I apologize. So you're saying, instead of C6, Rook E8, when this comes, you hide the bishop because the rook is not behind it. True. We talked about it. I'll tell you exactly what we talked about that. Video number, we talked about the King's Indian attack on 68? No, 78. And 79, I showed you a game as white, and I talked about that idea, I think. Okay, Bishop G4, we could mix it up a little bit. It seems like they're not coming for us. Or I could play a6 to play b5. This is what I do against the semi-overback, the overback, any crazy attack on my king. I expand on the other side. Enjoy that flexibility. Let me do it, just in case. So glad to hear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, everything is okay. Yeah, I have the option to stream to both at the same time, and I don't do it for everything, but for this stream, I'm sending everywhere. Like I said, I came back. I want to do this like seriously. So this is what streamers do. So they send that everywhere. All right, b5. This bishop g4 is so attractive that I want to play it. It doesn't look like they're gonna go here. And this is what happens when you play c6, queen a5. They do what I wanted them to do when I was a beginner. I'll be like, please, please take this sign, this signal, and go to the king side. Don't attack me heavily. Now I'm actually saying, go to the other side, attack me heavily because I'm comfortable with it after so many years. Okay, let me go bishop g4. Just in case they go here, now I'm telling them I'm going to mess up your pawn structure. They don't want to mess up their pawn structure. Okay, I'm fully developed. They have to make a decision. I'm going to take, and if they take with the pawn, that means they're not going to castle there. They're going to come heavy and attack me. If they take with the queen, they keep the pawn structure healthy and they're going to castle there. We know that much. e5 or queen b6 with a fork. I'm going to go queen b6. You know I want to take that free pawn. King and pawn endgame. Okay, I'm always going to send you to my material. We have a playlist on YouTube where I put all the videos on endgames. On the Chessable course, the new one, we also covered that pretty much. And the other thing I like chess.com, you go to puzzles. I'll show you after this game, but you go to puzzles, theme by theme or customize, and you pick, I like to pick pawn endgames, and then set a range that you're comfortable with and do it. I do it with my students. From time to time, I do it myself just to brush up on those, and that's it. I know, but we're back. We've been back for the last 2 months or so, and we came back strong. The other day, someone was like, hey, the stream elements, I hadn't seen that in a long time. That's me. I'm trying to catch up, but I'm so slow with technology. Queen a3. What do you mean queen a3? Sorry. I've seen this comment and I keep ignoring it. Let me say, not on purpose, but sorry, I want to reach 2,000 FIDE rating. I'm Indian student from engineering student. All right. If I get it right, you're in college studying engineering, and you also want, and when you finish, you want to go for your 2,000 FIDE. Pretty easy. I always tell you, getting to what I got, which isn't much, is very easy. You just need consistency. Again, everything is on YouTube in order. Follow it consistently. You don't have to follow my videos, but at least you know what you have to know. And then do it. And do it until it becomes second nature to you. Play games, get experience, and it's easy. Just finish with the important thing first, and then you come for chess. We're waiting for you. You'll be fine. It's very doable. You're not asking for a grandmaster or anything like that. All right, this is what we want, by the way. Creating weaknesses. Look, these pawns, they need to be like that, next to each other. My knight would love to go to e5, but they don't let me. Actually, they don't let any of my pieces. But then when they do this, it seems aggressive, but this is what we want. We're laughing now. Weak square that I could jump to, weak square. I'm not gonna take you, I don't need to take you. If you take me, I take back. The question becomes, do I wanna get this pawn? If I didn't wanna take that pawn, I just improve my knight with the tempo. I could actually do this and then take the pawn. Everyone knows this is typically a poison pawn because your queen could get trapped or chased around. In this case, it comes with a tempo. So I'm very optimistic about it. Now, one last thing I'm gonna say, I'm sorry if I'm driving you crazy, is I was gonna say my bishop becomes a monster when that pawn pushed, but my bishop is not there. If I have my fianchetto bishop, this diagonal is just really, really nice. Okay, queen b2 or knight e5. Queen goes here defending the pawn. I take the pawn anyways. The queen takes me, and then fork, and I collect. I'm gonna be fancy. Probably this is the better move right now. Oh, that was a better move. I'm hitting two things at the same time. That was the simple fork. Now, what do I want? I want fancy stuff, and I don't need fancy stuff. That was a simple fork. Okay, this one fork. Again, no genius here. I've seen this pattern 25,000 times, and now we get to play it. Yeah, thank you. That's what we should do, but you know me. I don't miss an opportunity to miss an opportunity. That's how it goes. Hello, mister. How are you? How is life? How is the chess course going? No, thanks like always for at least saying hi, dropping by. We're trying to survive this. Okay, now we're up material. We get away from the threats with a check. I could come back in here with safety. b5, interesting, but I don't need it. Check. That's it. Go back and regroup. I'm up a knight. All I'm thinking now is if I trade this for this and the two rooks for the two rooks, I'm gonna have an extra knight, easy to finish this. That's why this move is so attractive. But I don't want to give him anything. So this is how we get complicated. It's just a rook and then the rook and the other rook and the knight. Manu plays for two pawns. Very specific situation. So in general, you don't. I can see a scenario where for two pawns, where you are in an endgame. Typically, you want to, in the middle game, you want to keep the pieces. They're better for the attack. In an endgame, pawns become more and more important. So yeah, there's no general rule. If there is one, I don't have it. Okay, I don't want to give you anything. Improve your pieces. Why am I bringing this rook instead of the other rook? Because the action is happening on the queen side. So everybody to the queen side. My pawn structure in the chain is aiming at the queen side. I already have three pieces there. Okay, knight back in here. I could double up on the only road, the only street on this board is a c file, meaning no pawns are blocking it. So I want my rooks to get on it. Hopefully, at the very least, I simplify the rooks. Okay. With check, I was gonna have to invest two moves to do this doubling up. Now they let me do it for free. That's it. Yeah. Look, that video was never, this YouTube channel has never been intended to do anything other than leave something behind that people can follow in order and learn it. I cannot say the quality of the video and the audio is good. In the beginning, I used to record with one of these things. That's why the audio is so bad. But the chess part is what I know. And that's what I've been using with my students for years. So stick to it. Do your tactics. Lots of tactics. Play games. And any chess material there, digest it. That's it. Okay, get away with check. Always nice. Oh, fork. There we go. Like you see, the YouTube video will get you this, like what I'm talking about, the structure, the strategy, the same thing with the new chessable course. But if you don't find this fork to finish it, it won't work, right? All right, we got this one. Like always, let me do a quick recap of the game, and then we go to the next one. I got to update the score. So again, this is my counter blow. This is my first chessable course. Everything is in there. I play this against anything that white plays. Now, people typically tell me, I don't like it because then I get checkmated when they do this. Well, if you covered lesson 70 on the YouTube channel or chapter 2 in the Chess course, you know if you stay here, they're gonna destroy you. But if you create counterplay on the other side and I tell you exactly how to do it, you're gonna be fine. A6, just to create craziness here. My opponent switched gears and said, nope, I'm not gonna go into it because this is coming. So they castled. No, they didn't castle. Yeah, they at least they stopped the crazy attack, which is what we wanted. Now, queen b6, let me activate the engine. Was queen b2 the simple win? Yeah, queen takes b2, man. In my defense, queen takes b2 is 4.52 evaluation. Oh no, 95 is a top move. I'm clean. Nah, but honestly, simplicity, that's all we need. Give me that. Oh, look, queen b2 was not the move. Was it? Yeah, queen b2 was the move. Okay. That's it. And then the rest, simplify, simplify, simplify. That's it. Before we go to the next game, I want to say, you don't know how many of my beginner students, they get this position. All I think is simplify the game, right? Another 50 moves maybe, but I know how to finish it. A lot of my beginner students, they go, I gotta checkmate the king, and then they drop pieces, they let their opponent complicate the game. Back to safety, don't let the rook come in, and then control everything. Only one entrance, and I quickly put a rook on it, 2 rooks on it, simplify the game, and that's just too much. All right, let me go to the next one and start the game. The Dutch, I haven't forgotten about the Dutch. Let me also update the score. And we got 82 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. I forgot about the loss and the draw. I don't want to know anything about that. Let me play. Should I go for college? Should I go for London? Should I go? No, forget about that. Okay, this one. Very popular at this level, 1600. So let's take. The only thing I remember about this is I don't want to hold on to my pawn. I just want to prioritize development of my pieces. So I'm going to go knight f3, not because I want to take you, but because I want to develop. 2 pieces developed, 1 piece developed. Hey, it wasn't me, okay? Now, I could take at this point. I'm pretty well developed, but I don't need that in my life. Okay, development. F6 shouldn't be a big deal. We just take it. If I could go bishop b5, that would be the end of my development. All right. Okay, you're pinned. I'm not in a hurry right now. There we go. Get this bishop out. Maybe e2 to break the pin. Pum, 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 pum. No, I don't. People know that I'm not a fan of spending too much time on openings. I started late, so I had to hurry up and I had to put my time where I could benefit the most from. And that was middle game and end game. And again, just a foundation instead of openings. So for openings, I've always played my counter blow material, which is the Piers and the King's Indian defense. I don't want to get into gambits because number 1, I'm not that good. I might just lose the pawn and never get it back. But number 2, because they require you to be on top of the theory and know what to do. And I didn't want to do that. E4, but yeah, I'm going to play e4 for you, but then what do we play after? If e4, e5, what do we play after? Okay, I'm up a pawn. I could just simplify everything. I could castle and I'm fully developed and they're not. And then I could simplify or checkmate the king because they haven't castled. Or I could remember that when there's a pin piece, I want to add more pieces. Now, I don't like this. Something tells me you shouldn't attack unless you have castled. And I just realized why. This would be a very annoying check if I go 94. Take, queen h5. Okay, I'm going to go with this. If they take with the queen, I simplified the game completely. I walk into an endgame being up a pawn, easy win. If they take with the pawn, queen h5, and you're going to have to expose the king. That's it. No brainer. I'm gonna castle to the queen side because I'm not that far from the center. I'm gonna have to activate the king. Hey, thank you for being here. What's going on? E4, just to fix this guy's in place. I don't want him to play d5 or f5. And this is straight out of the chessable course, by the way. I want these pawns to be fixed on f6 and d6 because those are dark squares, meaning their dark square bishop is going to be blocked by it. So let me keep those in there. Now, I don't know what to do next, that means I need to improve my rooks. Double up. Notice how I'm putting them on d3, not on d2, because since my opponent has a dark square bishop, I don't want anyone on dark squares. It could be trouble. Hola, ¿cómo está todo? ¿Qué pasa? Okay, free pawn. Before I take it, I look around. Like we had this popular comedian in Cuba. He used to say, whatever they give you, you take it. But check it first. Look around first. Make sure it's safe. And I'm taking that, my friend. Now I'm up 2 pawns. Rui Lopez, you got it. Yep, they gotta open up. They're saying, I'll give you a 3rd pawn so that my bishop can breathe, so that my rook can get to the 7th rank, so that they can complicate the game. And that's the smart way, the smart thing to do. Now, if I take, you take, I take, we simplify the game. You go rook e2, and I go rook to d2. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I just don't want you to checkmate me. Don't give them anything. Yeah, I have one in a couple weeks, so definitely start training little by little. Okay, I'm not gonna give you anything. You're not gonna get anything. This is a pass pawn. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Nope, I'm not gonna give you anything. If they bring the other rook, I bring my other rook. Nope. There we go. Don't give them anything. Don't give him anything. This is the win, but I don't need to hurry up. We'll do it later. Okay. If I take, they take, something is gonna fall. It's not the end of the world, but I don't need to give it to them. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I think a better move was king d2 now that I think. No, they had this move. Okay. No brainer. I'm gonna trade. And then push this baby. Oh, because you have the check. Okay, activate the king. Endgame, you gotta activate the king. My rook, I did not do it on purpose, but it's cutting off the enemy king. Great. Who's gonna stop Frank, the f-pawn? Yeah, you know what? You keep messing around with that. And I've noticed I go cha when I'm not conscious. When I'm controlling it, when I'm relaxed, it's fine. But when I'm gone, I guess that comes. I'll play you the cha song if you want. F7. No, control it. Let me see. I know I have the cha somewhere here. Do I? Cha, is this you? There you go. Just a tiny bit. I don't want to distract you. This game should be in the sack. So I'll give you the cha-cha-cha. That's just Cuban music, guys. That's it. No one is getting behind the pawn. Cha-cha-cha! Yeah, and then checkmate. All right, we got that one. Forget about the cha-cha-cha. Let's take a quick look. Okay. Music. What's going on, music? I missed my music. Okay, music is gone. There we go. Let me go to the beginning of the game. Just a quick recap before we go to the next game. Again, don't hold on to it. People who play this, they're hoping you go into this one tricky line that if people fall for it, they win the game. And for every game they win like that, they're losing lots of games in the end game because they don't study them or because they don't do their tactics. So don't rely on these opening traps. I'm forgetting about it. I don't know the theory. I don't want to know it. Just develop my pieces. That's it. Develop my pieces. Simplification. Here, I took a moment because this is when chess becomes chess. We know what to do, but do I want a castle or do I want to simplify? When in doubt, simplify. When you're ahead, simplify. That's it. E4, this is more strategic positional, straight out of the course again. And that's it. After that, I think it came back to the same simplification thing. That's it. Contain the counterplay. I know how many of you and myself get to these winning positions and then you let your opponent have some fun and then things go south. Give them nothing. It's so painful. I've been on the other side. You're losing, you're trying to turn things around, your opponent doesn't give you anything. It only makes you want to resign. That's it. Simplify. Notice how I traded rooks. Not here, because my rook is not ready to replace the other rook, but here where my pieces are active. That's it. I don't care about this pawn. This is just too close and the king is cut off. Don't think for a moment, please, that I calculated all of this. I just know that my pawn is so far advanced, my pieces are active, something has to be there. That's it. All right, next one. And I gotta activate the... Okay, white pieces, you said e4 for a Rui Lopez. I know Jefferson wants a Collie, we'll get it. Let me update the score, that's 83. French defense. All right, so since you haven't told me what to play against the French, I always go to what I know, which is the same thing against the world. King's Indian attack. Maybe it's not that aggressive, but I know what to do. We got it. That's it. It's the same thing against anything. I could play this against the French, the whatever. Okay, d takes e4. Ah, I could have done it. I like it. I like the b3 French. Get out of here. Could do that. Hanging piece. I mean, they have knight c6, but there has to be something here for us. Eliminate the defender of the bishop. Hey, I came back and you're coming back with me, my friend. You have no saying in this. Okay, bishop e5, knight e5. What's the move? What's the move, Carlsen? Not Carlsen. Where's Bobby? Where's Bobby? Okay, what would you play? Would you play bishop e5? Would you play knight e5? Knight d4? I'll give you guys some time. Let me see if I can find Bobby. Bobby? Ah, here's Bobby. Give it to me, Bobby. Give it to me, Bobby. Bishop e5. Okay. Let me tell Bobby to... Oh, Bobby, I found you. Bishop b5. Bring the knights. Bishop b5. You know what? I'm going to go with bishop b5. I don't think the knight is bad, but I like the idea of improving my pieces. So multi-purpose move. e5, interesting. Okay, we got something going on here, right? Add more pressure to it. Take. I get a free pawn, but then bishop b7. What if I go knight e5? I thought it was going to be easier now. 95. They could just castle, I guess. If I take, I just don't like that they get some activity here. I go back, they castle. I'm fine. Where am I kidding? Give me a free pawn. Give me a free pawn. Simplify the game. That's it. Now, the question is, two questions. I always tell you this. Question number one, what's the easiest way to convert and win? To me, it's just simplify the game. I'm up a pawn. These two are isolated. In the middle game, they're easy to defend because black has so many pieces to defend with. But if I go into an endgame, then less and less pieces can defend those pawns. So endgame is in my mind. The other question, probably more important, is how can I mess this up? And for me, that I know myself, I know I can mess this up if I don't develop quickly, if I hang a piece, if I trap my queen. So with that said, let me castle the king, find a way to improve this bishop, and put the queen to safety. You see, this is coming. I'm aware of what they need, and I don't want them to have it. So this could solve the problem, or I could just move the queen completely to safety. Don't give him anything, man. What is this? Why is it? I know. That's why I'm asking that question. Yeah, they want to be annoying, and they're getting there. Prove the knight so that the bishop comes out. This, I'm not concerned about it. Yeah, but I don't want to improve the knight like that. Let me go away. I cannot forget about this. I gotta help myself remember. Until I move this rook off the diagonal, I'm not gonna be okay. All right, now I forced the trade. There we go. Once this is out, I'm happy. Okay, so now that I'm fully developed, I'm gonna start attacking. I don't want to attack when my king is not safe, when my pieces are not ready to follow up. Now, this attack comes in the form of simplifying the game. I'm improving my knight, which is always good, but all I want is to simplify the game. They don't want to. What if I do this, my friend? Don't mess this up, man. Trade. Bishop b7. When I move the knight, I drop this pawn. That's how I mess these games up. So, mother. That's what you want. That is what you want. So let me just get this out of the way. Okay. Why is this so complicated all of a sudden? Keep it simple. You see, I kept reminding myself about this diagonal. Okay, that's it. Forget about that for now. All right, guys, I don't know what this means. All I'm saying is it's coming through many times. I don't want to be annoying, but it's not appreciated. Improve your pieces. This would be a trap rook in my book. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. All right, so we have to ban someone. Hello. Okay, simplification is a no-brainer for me because I'm ahead by one tiny pawn. That's all I need in my life. What if I offer... No. You don't offer anything because this is going to be hanging. Take. This is hanging. Okay. What about this move? So I trade rooks, bishop e3, they take me and I take back. They go here with check, I block, and then they take the pawn. I don't need that in my life. I really want to play this. Let me go back. Relax. You don't need to checkmate anyone, and I drop the pawn. There we go. But 97 is in the air. No, it's not in the air. Yeah, tough opponent. This is how you do it. I'm glad that he's playing like that. He's trying to complicate the game. Okay, I lost the pawn. Only edge is the weak pawn structure. I do need to hurry up now. Why is this so annoying? F3 cannot be played. Okay, Mr. Opponent. This piece is being annoying to me. Remove it. Now, this diagonal is always going to be so annoying. I really shouldn't have given up my light square bishop. I know this could happen, but I'm going to hit the bishop with a tempo on the queen. But I miscalculated. No. I remove this first. Cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha. Okay, I'll tell you about this one in a moment. I knew I could hit with a tempo on the queen. What? Yeah, this is pretty nice tactically. I hope I'm not missing anything. Oh yeah, I want to take a look at this one. Now, my opponent is thinking, so let me tell you. My plan was they take me, I take the queen, but then my rook is hanging. That's why I traded it first. If they take the knight, check in between move, right? You don't know what you have until you lose it, right? No. I know. I was just saying that. But we're gonna take a look at the game step by step. That's a free bishop. That's a free bishop. Now, back rank. Oh, but they have back rank issues themselves. We all have issues. No. Good luck. I'm not gonna lose this one. I don't like to brag about it, but hold on. Hold on. This is defended. Let's open up escape. Right? I know they're coming for this. Last resource. I gotta look at this. Counterintuitive, but why not? I mean, I could just take the rook. Take the rook, hide, or bring the queen over. But I like to have my pieces nearby. No. This is gonna be hanging. I'm so glad you're seeing this because I want you to, I always tell my students, we're not that far apart. The same silliness is here. I just trust these principles that help me navigate these positions. Okay, we got the English. Next time we get the white pieces, we play the English. Now, the principle of not blundering, I'm giving it to you right now. Since the beginning of the game, I'm telling myself, don't forget about this diagonal. It's coming, right? If you don't help yourself remember these things, I mean, unless you're a genius, and I'm not, and you're not, you have to do it like that. Okay, I don't know what to do here, by the way, so I'm gonna improve my pieces slowly. Oh, I'm low on time, 59. I told you last time, someone told me our memory is like a computer memory, right? Like you have limited space. If you bring things on, then all the things need to be deleted. So this is the only way to help ourselves. Okay, I'm low on time. Checkmate that king or get get out of here. Create weaknesses so that you can enter the dark squares. I wanted to simplify, but this guy has not made it easy for me. I don't think they have that. But let's see, I'm telling myself, this is hanging. So now I know if they ever attack it, it's going to be more likely that I will notice it. When they're thinking, I'm thinking, what could they do? What are they going after? What problems do I have? Hanging. Okay, simplification, happy to do it. There we go. We got 50 seconds to convert this thing. All I need to do is easiest way to convert, push pawns. You got a pass pawn, or you're gonna have a pass pawn. Simplify. If he avoids this trade of rooks, he should win this game. He has not let me have fun at all. There we go. Activate the king. That's it. I don't want to checkmate him. I just want to improve my king. God, man, are you gonna leave me alone? I need to get in. Fine, he doesn't want me to get in. It's so good, man. It's so good. Where are you going? I mean, I gotta see what... Okay, I don't need to rush. I need to rush, but hold on a second here. I don't want to lose this game. Now I need to go in here, so this pawn needs to go so that I can go up. Now I need to have a pawn in front of each one of their pawns in general, so I'm telling myself as I play. If they take with F, no, they didn't. Okay, I'm in. Nothing is happening over here. Thanks, bishop. If they take, I want to keep one pawn in front of each one of their pawns. That's it. My F pawn in front of this one, my G pawn in front of this one. Maybe not important now because I have a bishop, but I'm telling myself that. Okay. That was a trick. If I pre-moved, he was going to get my bishop. All right, that's it. You cannot be in both places at the same time, my friend. Resign. Resign. It's not gonna happen, man. These guys are not making it any easy on me. Opposition, all of it. Sí, quiere ganar por el tiempo, absolutamente. Y lo entiendo, ¿no? Aquí no hay incremento ni nada, así que... All right, so I know the feeling. I've been there myself many times. All right, well, welcome back. We're coming for more. Thanks for being here, by the way. Thanks for saying hi. All right, my opponent is not... No, I mean, truth is, I'm low on time. I got 30 seconds, right? Now, we're doing this educational speed run. I should be able to convert, but I can see any 1500 player here freaking out a little bit or not playing fast enough, stalemating our opponent. Actually, I can do this myself too. It happens. What I think, if they're trying to still win this game, what they could do is wait to see if I forget. Maybe I'm like, oh, he quit, let me go get some water. And then they move and I run out of time. You never know who you're playing against. It could be, this could be Richard trying to win this game, however. Nah, guys, we're not here to report anyone. We're trying to have fun. If we were like 5 minutes, but it's a minute or something. Plus, I could use some rest. What's fair? What's fair, guys? What's fair? Look at the bright side. I'm taking some time. Exactly. With minimal stress. Hey, what's going on? Hello. All right, like always. Because what am I doing? Yeah, good. This one cannot be a quick recap because it was a pretty interesting game actually. So let's do a game review. This is what the computer tells us. Oh, you thought you played a good game? Hold my chip. I'm gonna show you what happened here. Okay, so what's going on? 85% accuracy, not bad. Cannot complain. Now, this is lesson, I think, 78 or 79 on the YouTube channel, where we start learning about the King's Indian attack and we played against the world. In the end, it took the shape of lesson 59 on the YouTube channel, which is the check peers. Let me see. Was bishop b5 the move? Where's the computer? Okay, we have knight c4. Come on, computer. Bishop b5. Okay. Oh, by the way, someone mentioned e5. It is there too. Bishop b5 definitely way more natural, ready to castle, so that's okay. You see, this is where the anti-blunder begins. I'm aware of this diagonal, so I keep telling myself, don't forget about that diagonal. Forget about that diagonal. Knight c4. I get it, not accurate for computer standards, but it's still winning. And I'm trying to simplify the game. I move the queen again, I get it, but it is what it is. Bishop e4, just developing. By the way, the question that you asked earlier, ask me again because I probably forgot. Yeah, this was nice, I agree. 95. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, improving my pieces. I don't know what to do. Just keeping it safe. Yeah, mistake, but this is all I know how to do. And of course, I blundered the pawn. Yeah. Instead of bishop takes knight. You mean right here? Let's ask. Apparently 95. Yeah, it's not bad actually. 95 is not bad. And I considered it. I was thinking if bishop d7, I get their bishop, or I take on c6 and I simplify even more. So absolutely. Absolutely. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, we dropped the pawn. I'm thinking, fine, don't freak out. They got a bad pawn structure anyways, even though they got the bishop pair, but this is the move that I thought got me the game. Oof. Okay. They played this. They missed the win. Notice how I got off the hook when I traded the rooks first. So they had to take my rook so that I didn't have that option. And then bishop a6. And then this doesn't work because the same thing I explained earlier. Even though I get your queen, my rook is still on d1. This is the difference between 1500 and 1800 and 1900 and 2000. Taking into consideration these sequences. I missed it completely. Luckily, my opponent missed it too. But a 2000 rated player wouldn't forgive me for that. So they went too quickly. My rook is not gonna be here anymore because I noticed it now and I traded it. And now we have material. That's it. Back to safety. Here, I'm not trying to win yet. Okay, now I'm trying to win. That's it. Once we simplify, we're not losing this one. Notice how, again, all I'm trying to do is remove their last crazy piece so that it doesn't complicate the game. And that's it. Woof. All right, we survived that one. Let me go to the next game and close here. Okay, so white pieces. What is it that you asked for? English opening. Let's do it. Jefferson, I haven't forgotten about you. We need more collie games, I know. And update the score. So our score is now 84 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. Scotch! We got the scotch too. Roberto, what's going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's so much more. Definitely not so much more, but I think Endgame's a little bit deeper, what you saw here, but a little bit deeper with more complicated sequences, more experience too, that more or less tells you how to navigate. But it's not that big a difference. Okay, this is what I know how to do in the English. We played this for Roberto, the Scotch Gambit, and we'll do it again. Well, I think the next stage is going to be, like I said, I'm back at it for the first time. I'm like, you know what? I want to go for the next title. So for that, I need to prepare. And I think a lot of that material and the struggle too is going to be shared through the YouTube channel. So I think we can benefit from it. Especially someone like you, Vasil, that you have been with me, for following me for years. It's time to take it to the next level, which I was not really focused on, because to me, the YouTube channel was going to be something to leave behind, so to people to get to where I got. But now I want to take myself to the next level, and hopefully I take all of you as well. Or at least I help. At least I tell you what mistakes not to make. We're going for it. Okay, e4. Trying to play the bot-Binnick triangle. Let's do it, let's do it. Okay. They went for my weak square on d4, but we're asking now, what are they going to do? No. No, I don't. Not this age, man. Not this age. I'll check around. There's some elderly communities around that they might need you, but not. Okay, here we go. Why are you like this? I don't take you because you take me. What if I get off the hook with a check and then I take you? Oh man, why are you like this? I'm gonna do, if I go here, they could play bishop d7 and I go back. Or I could just say, no, I cannot say this because this is weak. Okay, what happened there? This is not right. Okay, that's where h3 could have been played. All right, let me throw in this check. Yeah, exactly. This is what you cannot do. London system, absolutely. We know we have to play the London. Okay, knight went back. Now we ask you to leave as well. We're playing a 1665. I don't like this discovery, by the way, so I'm gonna go back safety. Nothing wrong with it. The same time or tempo I wasted here, they wasted with the knight going back and forth, the bishop going back and forth. There we go. The castle. I want to play d4, but to keep it true to our setup, I'm going to play a 4 kingside expansion. Let me get away from this diagonal just in case. What do we take with? I'll give you a minute here to tell me. Would you take with the pawn? Would you take with the knight? With the bishop? No, you know what? The next step is to play the tournament now in a couple of weeks, see where I am at. I haven't played a tournament, a classical tournament in 2 years. So I want to see where I am at. And then from there, we train. We have a training plan that we're going to follow. If I see that it's not working, I got to change it. And that's what this is going to be about. All right, so now I know we're all on the same page. Definitely with the pawn. All right, every time we move a pawn, the whole board changes, the infrastructure changes. I see d5 is more attractive now. There's always h check. My knight would love to land on d5. Welcome aboard. Hey, we'll still add it. I don't know how many hours we have altogether. The first speed run getting to 1500 was like 12 hours. YouTube cut it at 12 hours. And then 12 hours straight. And then we've been doing a few more. So we're getting closer to the 24 hours. Okay, pawn again. I know it looks weird because my king seems to be getting naked. But if you think of this pawn, of this bishop as a pawn, it doesn't feel so bad. Ultimately, what we do is we want to have the pawns shoulder to shoulder. Exactly like we talked about in the chessable course. There we go. There we go. Complete development. There we go. I don't want to attack. I don't want to do anything crazy until my pieces are ready for it. What is that, man? Now, this move, I don't freak out at all because the only thing that matters when someone is attacking is the ratio attackers defenders. I always say, like, if you're playing any other sport, if you're playing basketball and there are 5 guys versus 1, they're gonna score. But in this case, unless I'm missing something, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces on the king side, and only the crazy lady is here. There's just no way. I have enough defenders to do that. True, they're gonna get 2 pawns for it. All right, crazy lady. This knight. I'm gonna go ahead and offer the threat of queens. Yeah, shoot. This means nothing. Like, there's no way you're gonna checkmate me with all of these pieces here. But definitely I want to simplify the game. All right, get out of here, crazy lady. That's it. Shoot. Why not bishop h3? Why not bishop h3? Well, definitely I don't want to pin myself. It just cannot be right. Pinning myself, no. And yeah, no, that's it. And if you calculate, then after bishop g4, the bishop is in trouble. I don't need to be tangled. Just keep your pieces flowing free. We knew this was going to happen. Now I could ask them to leave. I just don't like that queen over here. That's it. I mean, if this person checkmates me with this ratio, 2 attackers versus 5 defenders. That's it. They're magicians. They deserve to win this. I wouldn't get upset if they win this. Thank you for being here. Hey, if it were somebody else playing this, I would say so, but it's me. I can definitely ruin it. So it's not over until it's over, but I definitely feel comfortable. Yeah, they're bringing pieces to the attack. We know that much. I wanted to do something like this. Okay, let me see. If I go knight f5, which is a double attack on the queen, and then the bishop is being attacked. If I do that, and they take ice check. Okay, no, don't be fancy. They take me with check. Now, if I take and they take, and then I go, no, I don't need to complicate my life. Just keep it simple. Don't bring this knight over. Leave him over there. If anything, something like that h1 and trade everything. Bishop, queens, everything. But double check. Cha. Cha, cha, cha. That's it. Maybe that was a move. This one we're going to take a look too, because I like this one. It's about defending. We don't train defense enough. Crosspin, you can call it whatever you want. All I'm thinking is trade everything down, and that's it. Get out of here. You say it's so easy to find defensive moves when I have plenty of pieces around. Okay, this is it. I have already done so. Like I have, because I work with so many different people, like privately, I've had to learn about so many different openings. Like from time to time, I get someone saying, hey, I'm going to learn this opening. So I go to Chessable, find a course that is not that long, and I learn it. So I feel comfortable expanding in, like I had this Sicilian, the Ninsovic Sicilian prepared. Last tournament I played, I drew this Grandmaster easily using that. But now I have like one or two openings to surprise my opponents. Because I know the moment I play tournaments, they will look me up on the internet. My name is going to pop up with the peers, the King's Indian defense. So they will prepare. And I need to have something to surprise them. So I'm not going to change the repertoire, but I'm definitely going to add some things just to surprise my opponents. As white, full on bird opening. Before I took a break, I had such a good score with the white pieces. I showed you my games from the World Open with the bird. I don't know what it was, but it was working. So I'm going to keep it. Maybe my stonewall attack to surprise someone, and they go really well. They could transposition, actually. So that's the plan when it comes to openings. All right, back to this game. We are up a piece. Their sacrifice didn't pay off. I didn't realize I was hanging. So I'm relaxed. Pieces are active. I could get the pawn back right now, but I don't need it. Actually, I would appreciate if I could simplify the game more than taking the pawn. Stop messing around, man. That bishop has been... he hasn't done anything, but it's been there like... Get out of here. Okay, good. There we go. Hey, why are you pre-moving? I'm sorry. Now, I have my doubts. I had my doubts because I've given too many pawns already. But it's two pieces now, not one. I hope you remember how to do checkmate with knight and bishop. We have a video on it. Simplification, easily. I almost messed it up. Oh, they resigned. Thank you. I was about to mess it up. I was about to go rook e8 and then I lose the knight. So bad. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. All right. Let's do a quick recap here and actually a quick review because I want to show you. I hope the computer doesn't make me look bad here, but every single time the capture should be with the pawn. Right, computer? G takes g4. Top move. That was another one, right? Yeah, here. D takes e4. Yeah, D takes e4 is right there. and then G takes F4. There we go. Pawns next to each other. I want to be careful pushing them because I leave weaknesses. You guys should know that by now. And this was just, look at that bar. It just cannot be right. And we talked about the ratio attackers, defenders. That's it. Now, specifically here, what's the better move? Yeah, bishop h3, you can see only 2 moves here. King g1 plus 3, bishop h3 losing, and we know why. Okay, so we talked about that. Bad, funny joke, depending where you stand. The reason why I never get pinned myself is when I was in Cuba, I've said this before, there was this guy, he'll come into the chess academy and he'll be like, it's very ugly to see a man pinned. So in Spanish, we say clavado, pinned. So it'll be a joke and we'll laugh about it. I don't know if today that would be funny anymore, but we'll laugh about it, so I never forget that. So anyways, bishop g4, queen e1, we're maintaining the advantage. Knight g3, okay, we played the right moves here. And then computer is crazy enough to take on c7. I don't want any of that. Knight e2, I wanted to play it, and I didn't play it because of something. I don't know why I didn't play it. How about my move? Bishop f2. Okay, I'm maintaining the advantage. Knight e2 was good here again. But knight h1 is the second recommendation. Okay, good. Just simplify the game. That's the end of it. All right, let's go to the next one. And I gotta update my score. Okay, next. Score is gonna be now 85. Okay, black pieces Dutch. We cannot go wrong with that. Okay, you asked for it. Now, do you want the G6, which is, what is it called? Leningrad. Oof, I almost forgot. Okay, or do we go B6? I'll give you a minute here to decide. In the meantime, yeah, but which one? Which one? Okay, I would say both. Keep it balanced. Welcome to life. Keep it balanced. Regular B6. Let's do it. E6. Okay, I think you both are on the same page. Classical Dutch. Okay. Next time we'll do like I prefer the Leningrad, but this one is good too. It's solid. Complicated. You know, I keep hearing, the more I want to go to India, but the more I ask people who have been, they keep telling me basically India is not for beginners. So I'll be going with 2 little kids. I don't know. I have to be ready. All right, e6 like you want it. Just bishop e7. Castle. Simple. And now we play chess. Nothing more. Okay, we've made it to 1683 and we're playing a 1636. Okay, bishop before, I get it, but I didn't like this pin. I guess you could do it, ruin their pawn structure, fight for the e4 square, and this pin is not a big deal. I get that. Jefferson bishop or pawn? What would you play? I've been to Italy. We want to go back, actually. We were this close. We were in Spain in September, and we actually met this nice couple from Italy. And we were like, hey, let's jump. But we had to come back rushing because we had some personal issues with family. But we wanted to go. We love Italy. We like Italy. Pawn, 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 pawn. Taking with the pawn gives you the open file. I personally, Jefferson, where are you? Pawn takes, Jefferson. We're gonna ask the engine after. I think both are okay. I would rather keep the bishop open in this specific position. But let's go with that. If I lose, I'm gonna blame it on you. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tato has been all over the place. I don't even know where he is now. There we go. I always tell you this move is so automatic, but I'm always looking around. Hey, do I have anything? Just be open to all the things. Don't play impulsively. Me piace. I gotta show this to my wife. She's learning. I'm learning Portuguese. She's learning Italian, and she's loving it. Just like that. I like the way Italian sounds better. So D6. You gotta get out of here, right? I don't want anyone in my camp. Mi piace anche Italia. Is this trapped? No, you're not trapped. You could be trapped. Okay, improve my pieces when you don't know what to do. Yeah, Brazilian Portuguese. I know, I know. It's just that, look, I started doing it via Duolingo, and that's the one they have. I'm like, okay. Plus, I have a student who's from Brazil, and we practice a little bit. Opposite side castling, it should automatically be like crazy attack on that king. I need to open up roads to get to the king. So c5 has to be played, b5, a5, b4, all of that without even any calculation. But e5 is so good, man. I mean, I have the file. But then they get the diagonal. Let me try to fix my pawn structure. Piace, 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 piace. The only thing we're used to saying, I can remember when we went to Italy for the first time, I told my wife, hey, this is like Spanish. I'm gonna go. I've been practicing. Let me go talk to the guys. I ended up talking. I said 2 words in Italian and then just Spanish, and luckily they understood everything. But not good, not good. Il conto, por favore. Attenzione, prego. Those were the things that we'll say, and that's it. You know what, man? That I hear that a lot. Like French people don't, and I know. Like I have a student, he speaks perfect French, and he's like, even for me, I go there, they don't like it. But we had a great experience actually. Like we were going there, people tell us, oh, French people are like this, like that. We even had a guy just singing. We talked for a little bit, and he was like, hey, you want to hear a song? He started singing for us, and we had a great time. But maybe we got lucky. You never know. I just don't like to generalize, of course. Hello, hello. You know, one of my students asked that question. I only have one book, and it's a very old book that's so outdated. And what I always tell people is the check peers is so simple that you just gotta know the pawn structure, the typical plans, play it, but play it with the idea of transitioning into the regular peers or just any other opening. There is, however, we found, because my student asked me, we found a course on Chessable, which is, it has like 400, 500 lines, too much for me. But that's one resource, I think. Someone already did the research for you. I'll take a look at list. I also like Akobian, Akobian. He has pretty nice lectures on it on the St. Louis Chess Club. I remember that's the main thing I looked at. I'm like, and then I just play it. That's it. So sorry, I don't have a better resource there. Hello, hello. I always tell people the same thing you're gonna see on, if you go to my YouTube channel playlist, Endgame playlist, whatever is there is all I know. So that's it. If you learn that, you walk with me together. Fianchetto. Is it fianchetto? Is it fianchetto? Fianchetto. Fianchetto. I forgot about the fianchetto guy. That's so true. That's so true. I forgot who I am. I want to thank you mean books, right? Fianchetto. I want to say I always tell you the same thing. I haven't read many books in my life. Just the same ones over and over and over. I'll show you guys in a moment. I'll show you in a moment what I studied. And I'll show you also my first opening repertoire. Let me see. My opponent is thinking. We can take a moment here to do that. Let me see if I don't mess up. I don't think it's difficult. Definitely a coach will save you time. And for some people, it's more necessary than for others. But consistency, just knowing where you're going, that's the thing. Like when you have a coach or someone to guide you, you're going in circles and so many people telling you what to do and you get confused. But it definitely could be done. Okay, let me go here. My opponent's still thinking. I'll show you my first repertoire and I'll show you the books, the books that did it for me. I'm looking for them on my browser. Okay. Let me say chess. Training. Is this where I have it? I'm looking for it. Bear with me. Opening repertoire. Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny. Getting there. I'm getting there. My opponent's still thinking. Fine. Okay, I think we're ready. After this game, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take a moment to show you. And then let me find the books that... Okay, chess. Training. No, chess. Okay, is it here? Okay, I have them here. Okay, let me create a folder. That way I can share it with you. Let me know if my opponent plays. Like, it's funny to me. I see, not funny, right? But it's something that, like the other day, I got a notification from Chessable that I had a new follower. Hey, what's going on? Why are you not? Okay, I had a new follower. So I click on it. It's just someone random that I don't know, just another Chessable user. And when I look at their profile, it shows what courses they're working on. And this person had so many courses. And I'm like, what? And I always say the same thing. Pick one or two or three, one for strategy, one for endgame, whatever opening you play for white for black, and then go over that 25 times until you can open it any page and you know what to do. Okay, my opponent is not playing, so I think I'm ready to show you everything here. Not everything, but let me see. I think I'm ready. Restricted, anyone with the link. Okay, let me go here. Let me see if what I want to do works. Bear with me until my opponent resigns and I'll show you the books that I'm telling you about and I'll show you my first opening repertoire. There you go. So some of you have already seen this and you know the books that I'm going to show you. For endgames, yeah, Capablanca, I always appreciate his endgame skills. Simple, always keeping chess simple. You know, I've seen it all. There was this guy when I was in Cuba. He was a disaster for school. Like, he was bad at it and so on. However, for chess, I don't know if it's because he liked it. For chess, he was so good. For math, disaster. And I've seen it the other way around too. Okay, so my opponent, I don't know what happened. Can we play d5? 1, 2, 3. Nope, just move over. And see if we can get to their king. En passant, I hope you haven't forgotten about that. Fork. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, give me that. Simplification. Okay, this I was gonna be like, this is a fork, but then they have bishop d5. That'll be very annoying. Put pressure on the weak pawn. I'm winning by a lot. So if I simplify, let me open up escape. A little bit weird because I'm opening up an escape that is the same color as this bishop. Yeah, but it is what it is. Weak pawn, weak pawn. If they push it, no, they won't push it. Okay, this is what they want. I don't think they have the time. If they go to g6, we take. I almost got concerned there. That's it. Trade queens. If I trade queens, I never have to worry about that checkmate threat. That's it. That's it. I don't care about the double pawns. I'm winning by so much. This would be next. Come on, man. Let me do my thing. That check, not necessary. Okay, rook e5. Don't give him anything. Be careful with the back rank. g4. Ready for it. What's the easiest way to convert? Activate the king. No, let me do it like this. They cannot take because the bishop is pinned. I'm really considering just sacrificing my rook for the bishop, but I don't need that right now. Yeah, I think they're gonna run out of time. All right, we got that one. Let me update the score, and that puts us on 86. And let me show you. Hopefully this loads the way I want it to load. All right, so there we go. So this is it. Yeah, definitely you have the scotch there. It's gone. There we go. So you see, I had, this is just on finally I had access to a computer, so I could put it like this, and then I'll write notes. But you can see this is 2014. This is when finally I could put it on a computer. But it's definitely the same thing. Oop. If I go back a little bit, see Pierce normal, like normal, and then I have my notes. So always been the Pierce defense. See, King's Indian defense, India Rey. So that was it. That was it. So this is the way classic Kasparov. This is a game that Kasparov played probably. This is it. Until finally, I was able to just put it on Lichess, and then finally I have it on Chessable there, and that's how I review it. Now, regarding the books, let me see if I can bring the books over. Get the link. I hope it shows it the way I wanted to show it. No, this is not what I want. Wait. Is this the same thing? Okay, should be working now. All right, so these are the books. So only 4 books. I did not read the first one because the first one is just beginner stuff, like simple stuff. But then this one for tactics, I did read. This one this is the most important of them all. This is what they told me first, and when I read it like 7 times, it makes perfect sense. And then you have one on strategy. Like a lot of what I have on the YouTube channel is material from these books. That's it. I don't have 25 books. These are the babies that I saw. Someone told me if you read them all, you either go crazy or you get stronger, right? One of the two. Now, I'll show you this one, for example. So this is it. Like, that's it. Most people who learn chess in this part of the world, like Spanish-speaking countries, they probably went over this. Let me see if I can go back. Right, just go ahead, open up your board, go over it 5 times, 7 times. That's it. Not 25 different courses, not 25 different openings, just that. And that's the end of it. That's it. Pretty old school, I know. I think this is only in Spanish, but then people who speak English or from Europe, I know they will do something different with Yusupov. Yusupov has this series of books that I think that's what they used in so on, right? So this is just about the pawn structure, what to do depending on the plans and so on, which is what I learned. And then they give you entire games, and that's what I'm passing on to you guys. But that's it. At least for me, there's not much more than this. That's it. All right, not sure if that helped in any way. We go into the next game. And here we go. White pieces. What do you ask? C4 we played. Oh, London or Collie. Okay, no, but that is easy. Learn Spanish and then you get the books. All right. E5 we haven't played today. Caro-Kann we haven't played today. Let's play 5. Let's see how this goes. Okay, Petrov, interesting, but no one has mentioned it. So let's play knight c6. You got it, you got it. Good luck. Thanks for dropping by like always. Italian game. All right, let's play 6 just because I don't know anything else. I don't even know. I know that I have to finish before my next lesson. Okay, 90. You know what? Am I supposed to take here? I'm gonna take. There you go. I don't know anything, but I'm gonna simplify the game. That's it. Develop my pieces. Now, I hope you're ready to play some really fast games. I want to see if I make it to 1700. I started at 1600. And then we can play a few games, but definitely they're going to have to be quick games. All right. Got to move the knight. I don't want to go back home where I came from. Maybe this is it. Make sure that I can jump around if they attack me again. Yeah. I wanted initially to go after the pawn, but they could develop and defend it, and then I'm weird on g4. So isn't this technically bad if there isn't any h6? What do you mean? Okay, develop quickly with a tempo. Not that I want to take, but can white punish with e5 after queen f6? Let me see. I gotta tell you, I did not think of it, but I don't think they can punish as it's just a pawn. I mean, we just move queen b6, we offer the trade again. We could even go queen g6. Not that I thought of any of this, right? If I take, I help them develop the bishop. I thought of d5, but I don't know. This, I don't want to give 2 minor pieces for the rook and the pawn. I could go back, but I'm getting passive. Take. d6. I'm going to have to castle. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. That doesn't feel right. Boom. Knight b3. I go back. They take, I take. Let me do that. I don't know. Maybe I should have taken, but I don't feel right improving their pieces. You got it, you got it. Thanks for dropping by like always. Thank you, thank you. Definitely it cannot be. It was just me trying to stay out of trouble. Staying alive, staying alive. I'm accepting less and less. Like always, just send me an email because you never know. But yeah, Monday to Thursday, that's what I do. I'm just full on teaching private students. Okay, back to safety. I like to be, you know it, 2 squares away from the enemy knight. That way the bishop controls it. I don't have to think about it. And in this case, it comes with a hit on a free pawn. So it's a free tempo there. Now my bishop could come to b7. That's the only thing I really want to do. Bishop d5 would be uncomfortable. I'm not going to say it's not. Because then if I play c6, this 6 becomes weak. Back to strategy and positional chess. It is indeed a speed run, trying to get to 2200 little by little. We started at 800 something and we've made it this far. Let's see if we can make it to 1700 today. I hope we can. Okay, finally time to castle. Castle in queen side because this is looking more like an endgame, so I want the king to be near the center. We need to activate the king in the endgame. d5 might be coming. It should be on. I gotta get myself a new one. I gotta get myself a hoodie or something because it's getting chilly in South Florida. But it should be on, absolutely. Okay, so you came around. That's it. I want to play d6, but okay, very careful now. I have to be very mindful of this knight. Knight in my camp. Any forks, no silly mistakes now. I want to play d6. Let's see if they allow me to do so. Knight d4, knight d2 is also interesting. But I don't know if... Hey, what about b5? Because that's the defender of the knight. They have this check. I could play rook e8, hit on the pawn, control e7, and then b5. Let's see what they're going to play. All right, let me do it anyways. g5 probably better, opening up lines to connect my long range pieces straight out of the chessable course, but maybe not. Yep. All right, so we're good here. I don't need to prove anything. This, okay. Now we have b5. That's it. Knights love to be defended by pawns in the center. Since this is a bishop, let's see if we can make it go away. I don't think they could even do this. That's it. We took care of the in-between moves to save the knights. Why now what? What am I missing? Why not? Oh, right. Why not rook d to e1? Oh, rook d to e8. I'll tell you, the reason being is I only thought of this after I moved the rook. And it's because my queen is not on the board. So even if I open up, I'm not so happy about attacking the king. Instead, I'm thinking, well, rook on d8 and e8, once I play d6, these files are going to open up. And I get to the 7th rank and so on. So I guess I was already on this channel instead of on the channel of attacking the enemy king. Also, the moment I saw this chip trick, the beginner in me wanted to make it work. But I guess this helps too. Okay. That said, friends, now simplify. I'm up. the same two questions. What's the easiest way to convert? Trade minor piece for minor piece, rooks for rooks, and your extra piece takes care of the rest. How can I mess this up? If I drop a piece, if I get checkmated. So be in the lookout. As I move, can they do the same thing to me? Yeah, if they play c4, I just hide. Yeah, I don't care. I knew that was going to happen. Go back to safety. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the likes. All I need, honestly, is to open up so that the rooks can be traded. Once the rooks are gone, no one is going to get me in trouble, I think. Free pawn. No one is attacking me, so let me play f6. Oops, sorry. I thought they might play rook g2, but they cannot even do that. See, if the queens were on the board, I would be freaking out. My king wouldn't feel so safe without a b pawn, but it's just a bishop nearby, so. Okay, they're tired of my knight nearby. So I move out the way with a tempo on a pawn or with a tempo on the rook. I gotta be careful with c6. There's some ideas of obstruction and then I lose the knight. I have to be careful. If f5 were in place, that's it. I don't have to worry about the knight. At the same time, I want this pawn to remove this pawn. Okay. Oof, there has to be something. And indeed, there has to be something. Definitely, we don't care about this because we're going to get a bishop for it. Now we're up 2 pieces. Even if something crazy happens, we could give a piece back for it, for a passed pawn, for example. But this is not even possible. That's it. Yeah, no, take. Don't give him anything. Offer the trade. I think if I get the rook here with my bishop, it's just too much. Oof, what about the knight? Yeah, that's it. We got this one. We made it to 1698. Let me see if I can get to 1700. So I'm going to go straight to it. And start. And just because I need to finish this quickly, update the score. I'm going to go to my baby. Okay, classical variation with bishop c4. Yeah, but we got black. Okay, now that I'm castled. Oh no, they didn't let me. Okay. Yo también, y tengo el olor del almuerzo ahí en la otra habitación. All right, I know you know this, but same system against the world. Let me ask you, what are you going to do? I like this idea of going after the bishop. Knight d4 also interesting. If they go back, because I'm going crazy and I want to be aggressive. This is interesting. Oh man, we've talked about this already. I wouldn't freak out in this position simply because I got too many pieces defending. One bishop is not going to checkmate me. Even if the queen comes over, the ratio defenders versus attackers, we should be fine. With that said, let me start chopping off attackers. Then I'm going to break the pin, move the knight, and good luck checkmating me, my friend. That's it. You're not coming in anyways. I thought of knight d4, but no, I need to solve this problem right now. Okay, this comes with a tempo. It could be interesting. But no, that's for people who know how to play chess. Man, this move has to be good. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. If I need, so I'm bringing pieces from the queen side to the king side to defend. I need everyone to defend. We're up a piece. Yeah. I thought this worked, but it doesn't work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I know this is coming, but then I open up the queen. I just need enough defenders. If these two checkmate me when I have 1, 2, 3, 4, even 5 defenders, that'll be too much. No, you couldn't leave that. You couldn't leave that square. That's it. The attacker got in trouble. By the way, I've been here myself. That's why I'm very aware of what's going on, because I've been attacking and then poof, they surprised me with a fork. Ah, we take with check. This is falling. Nah, my friend. I could even sack and pretend like I'm the attacker now. That's it. C6 just to make them go away. Oh yeah, okay. Get out of here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I really want to do this, but I don't need that in my life. Yep. Now these files that could be attacked, could be used to attack me, I'm using them to attack my opponent. Okay, you are pinned, so you're not gonna do anything yet. Happy to give my queen for the 2 rooks. Any time of the day, it's a good idea. But now that I'm winning by so much, it's just gonna make my life much easier. That said, my friends, and with the Pierce defense, we made it to 1706, 100 points. I can't believe it. We've been here for, we haven't lost any games today, and we've been here for 3 hours exactly to make it to 1700. Now, as promised, I'm gonna take a few blitz games if you're interested. If not, not a big deal, but I know some of you wanted to. Let me just go on to my main chess.com account. Well, let me log on here. Wait. I'm going to first. No. What am I doing? I'm going to update the score. So we finished now with 84 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. I have bad memory when it comes to losses, so I don't even remember what happened there. Let me just log out. Come on, log me out. And then log in. There we go. So you know my username, ROB, and profile. Here we go. Hey, this is my stream. Am I watching my stream? All right, let's go for it. I know. All right, so ROB, RAM, please send like 3-minute games, so 3-2. It's not, typically I just play you when I go live. Today is a different kind of stream, but I wanted to get a few games. Can't tell you, man. I don't know. I think Roberto was the one doing this. Look, that's me in the stream, watching my stream. All right, let me go to the play area and play. Here we go. Okay, I have a few. No, these are 3 days. I don't want to play 3 days. Ah, sorry, I clicked someone off by mistake. All right, so I took the first one at the top. And there we go. Okay, this always happens, and I don't know why. Let me make my next move. I gotta... No. Chess.com full. I think this is what I have to do. It's fixed. Okay. It's fixed, right? Yeah, it looks good. This is the classical. I'm gonna castle. Now I gotta pick knight c6, bishop g4, pawn to c6, bishop g4. They already said no. Okay. Let me go with c6. d5. Let me know if we're lagging. Let me know if we're lagging. Also, why is this showing up here? Okay, we're good. This is not something I typically play. Typically, I just go c6, knight b to d7, and so on. But just know it's an option. As always, all we want is to break that perfect formation they have in the center. All right, so we're supposed to play c5, if I remember correctly. Break this apart, and they will collapse. We put more pressure. Hyper modern approach. Okay, what did I do wrong? Everything. Queen a5 and then rook d8. At least their king is still in the center. Something has to give. Something has to give. We take. If they take with the bishop, this one falls. If they take with the king, something is gonna fall. It has to happen. Yeah, no, this cannot be right. I cannot tell you how or why, but this cannot be right. Same thing, the ratio attackers defenders. How many attackers do I have? How many defenders? I wish I had the queen on the board, but I don't. Yes, still something has to give. That's it. If king takes, they get on the same file as my rook, so tactics will be in the air. If the knight takes, the other rook then. Okay, then, I mean, there has to be, this one comes to mind, is a check. They cannot take me. But what about knight takes? This is where I lose the games. I start getting fancy. But knight takes, Pawn takes. Rook takes. King moves over. Welcome to YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I gotta get better at Twitch. 95 or 94. We cannot go wrong with 95. But why is it that this seems so good? 94, bishop takes. I don't want to be fancy. Get my pawn back. Active pieces. They have lack of coordination. Rook's out of the game. We have to be able to win this. They cannot take. Only move. It has to be something. We have the increment, so we don't have to go like crazy, but now this is in the air, and I don't know what's going to happen next, but we're going to win something. 96 could be pretty annoying to us. What is this? Okay. Check. All right. Okay, I don't need to get fancy. Move with a tempo. Ugh. I didn't see it. Fork doesn't work. What happened here? No, don't let them get to the 7th rank. I had to have something better. There had to be something better. Okay, don't give them anything. Improve your pieces. We're up a pawn. So now we got an extra pawn. Okay, check. There we go. So this is 4 versus 3, pawn majority. Something has to, this is a fork, but I don't have it. Block the rook from coming in. Check. Push, push, push. Don't do this at home, guys. I have time. Opposition. One pawn that stops 2. Yeah, this pawn stops 2. If I need an extra tempo, I have it. They don't. Okay, keep pawns in one pawn in front of each one of their pawns. And now this is when it comes handy. If I hadn't done this, we would run out of pawn moves. Whoever moves the king first loses the game. That's it. If I didn't have this move, I would have to back up. But pawn move, this is what we call the pawn game, Sux 1, and we go in. All right, after so many horrible moves. What's this? Why is this a fly? Why is this showing up here? Is this a camera fly? Okay, give me the pawn. Yeah, that's it. This is pretty easy pawn endgame, I think. Never look back. Close your eyes and push. That's it. All right, good game, good game, good game, good game, good game. Hit me one more time, guys, and I'm sharing my screen. That way you can see. Oh, I'm showing the whole thing. So I have one over here. I'm gonna accept it. Black pieces again. D4. All right, I'm gonna finish it with my baby again. This against the world. They're gonna transition or transpose. No, that's not what they want. I know. I think they're gonna go crazy on me. No, they're not. Okay, we know the drill. Against the London, we know what we play. Rook e8. Same hyper-modern approach. We let them control the center. We strike it when we're ready. We know we gotta control the center, but we wanna do it when we want. Absolutely, endgames are cruel because you have no way to recover. One silly mistake, you're out. Again, oh yeah, my bad. Thank you for that. And that means I have to go here. Nope, I have to go here. Thank you. Let me see. I think I don't have that anymore. I can. If I play 4, it doesn't work because my knight is pinned. Still renewed. If they let me, I'll do it. That's it. Fully developed now. My knight would love to land on d4 or f4. My bishop is not great, but I could improve it. I'm going to ruin your pawn structure right now. Okay, this is a pretty straightforward checkmate, but even if we don't get to checkmate the king, this is a pretty nice knight. Yes, that's all I play. Again, if you are new to the channel, basically, I just play one thing against everything, and that's gonna be the Keynesian defense and the Pierce defense together. So counter blow, the chessable course is just those two together, and I just play it against the world. I've been playing it since I was a beginner. I play it today at the master level. Simple. It's a hyper modern opening, and I understand some people don't like it, but it's done it for me. That's all we do. You got it. All right, this is pretty straightforward. I know they won't let me, but what if I simply... That's it. Let's bring pieces to the king side. We always talk about the ratio attackers defenders. 2 attackers, 1 defender. There we go. This might be coming, but we're fine. We can always go back. And of course, we have to pay attention to our opponent's threats too. This bishop is pinning the pawn. Careful not to drop this pawn eventually. So I keep helping myself remember. Otherwise, I will forget. Let me turn that off. Where are you? Counter blow. All right. Now, this seems very silly. It's like they're not gonna miss that pawn, but hey, I'm putting pressure. I'm making them more uncomfortable. They have to defend now. Yes, we knew you could do that. Now, do I benefit from this in any way? More attackers. Now, before I do anything, I'm gonna play c6, keeping my opponent away. We gotta keep this balance, attack, but also defend. That's it. Maybe 92. They gotta do something, but okay, my opponent has 20 seconds. Yeah, we knew that they had to do that. Okay, I don't have to hurry. Bring more attackers. If they take me, I take back, hitting the rook. This is gonna be hanging. There we go. All right. You see, I already told myself there's some issues here. If I leave this pawn, no, there's nothing. Because this is pinning. This is pinned. At least I considered it. They cannot play that move, exploiting my pin because I'm pinning them. Oh, and now that's it. That's it. We put pressure, let it marinate, defend, and that's it. Now, you don't need to do this, but I'm very happy to just give him the queen for the rook. I know how to win this endgame. Now, I'm going to do it, but first, I'm going to do the check, and then I could do this whenever I want. I'm threatening checkmate. If they defend it, I'm happy to give you the queen. Forget about the crazy rook bothering me ever. Yeah, this is mate in 3. So 1, block with the bishop, take, and then I think that's mate. There we go. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it here. Again, we continue with this speed run, trying to demonstrate what we covered in the new chessable course, Chess Strategy Simplified. We started at 800. The first live stream was like 13 hours straight, and we made it to 1500. Today, we made it to 1700, and then as promised, I logged onto this account, my main account, to just play you in a few games. Before I go, any questions? I have to have lunch quickly. I have a lesson to teach in 21 minutes. Any questions? Like always, thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it when you say hi. And all of your questions. My apologies if I talk too much answering your questions, but I guess you're used to it if you're here. Good game to my opponent, indeed. Both games that I played now at the end, great games. Thank you for the follow. Absolutely. Yeah, we've been today here for 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you. All right, my friends, be safe. Remember, we're back into it full. I have a tournament coming up in a couple of weeks. I want to go for that next title too. So many projects, and thank you for all the support. So stick around. We made it to 1700. We have to take this account to 2200. So we have at least 5-6 more streams to go. And as we move up the ladder, they will destroy us. So it's gonna take longer and more difficult. All right, thank you for the subscribe. Remember, I'm mainly doing this on YouTube, so maybe Twitch is not that optimized. I'm really bad with technology too. So if it's choppy on Twitch, just follow me on YouTube. You'll get the notifications, and I think it's way better to watch on YouTube. It's not Twitch, it's me. I'm getting there a little bit. All right, let me see if I can exit this like a real streamer. I have to. Okay, I'm gonna be here. Okay, I gotta hit end. I gotta confirm it. Yeah. Goodbye. We prefer Twitch. All right. We gotta find the middle ground here. But no, if Twitch works, great. I'm just saying in case it doesn't work. All right, now we end in style. See you next time.